All right,
Hello, beautiful
it
people.
Hello.
is.
Hello.
Hey.
We got Doll Face on the panel. We got our
Nice to see
sponsor,
you
Lynn.
guys. Hello, Miss
LTC
Gorgeous
Callaway, what's
Lynn.
going on?
How y'all doing?
Okay,
Sawadi,
Very good.
sawadi.
You got to teach us what that means.
That is
tonight,
Thai for hello.
Oh, hello.
tonight we're talking about men and women's health, and
Mm.
since November is the National Awareness Month for Diabetes, we're going to discuss diabetes tonight. It's
Mm,
type 1 and type 2.
Very
So,
important.
yes.
but before we talk about that, Lynn,
Yes.
you know we need them passes, right?
Yeah.
To the
You know we
passes.
need know we need them tickets, right?
We need
To
them
Wait,
Tyler.
wait.
tickets.
I ain't forget.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I got you. If I can have just 15, well, maybe less than 15 minutes, but I just want to give y'all a quick rundown because I know you had some guests that were interested in Thailand.
Right.
And I just wrote down some
So,
things that I remembered when I was, learning more about Thailand. And Sawadi means hello.
Mm.
It's Thailand used to be called. You remember it used to be called. It was Siam. Their language was Siamese, and
so-
when they went through all the reconstruction of the country, it was now known as Thailand. And Sawadi is how you pronounce it. It means hello. If you want to be formal, since I'm a woman, I would say Sawadi Ka, Ka at the end.
Mm.
And for a man, it would be Sawadi Krab, Krab, like
like
crab.
crabs as
Like
in
crab. Yeah.
like you got
It's
crabs.
all
Right.
in your
Okay.
exactly. It's all in your enunciation. Krab, Sawadi Krab, and Sawadi Ka. So Sawadi, you can say that as hello and
Sawadee.
goodbye. Yeah. So we're learning.
Yes.
We are learning, and I love that.
Yes.
So a lot of people want to know, what do I need a passport? Of course, you need a passport, and
Yeah.
you do not need a visa if you're staying less than 30 days. But I highly recommend that people understand that some countries want your passport to extend past 6 months. So, for example, if you're traveling there in January, make sure your passport doesn't expire before August. So, 6 months out, you're good to go. You travel in January, passport expires in March, don't even try me. Okay,
Yes.
Mm.
let's get that taken care of first. So,
That's true.
always check your passport. Yes, a lot of countries want you 6 months out from your date of travel. So if y'all hear any tip tip tapping, that's my dogs. I'm so sorry. So another thing about Thailand is that at 8 a.m. I might have to close the door. You hear them, don't you? You hear
We
them.
got you. I got one
He's
over
like,
here.
put me on the screen.
Yeah, no, right. So at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., the national anthem plays every day. 8
Hmm.
a.m., 6 p.m. because that's how much they respect their culture. And I tell people respect the culture.
Yes.
That's how much they appreciate their flag. Excuse me, as a nat, and they appreciate their country and their religious beliefs. So if you're in Thailand, it's 8 a.m. Stop what you're doing, pay respect, stand still,
Yeah.
listen. You're not required to learn the lyrics, but if you do that, the Taiwanese people, they will definitely respect you more because you're respecting their culture. So
Yeah.
keep that
Man,
in
me
mind.
and dog,
Thank you
we
for
gonna make
that.
a song. What you mean? I
Yeah.
Oh
don't
my
know the
goodness.
lyrics.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you be
I'm
carried
gonna be in
away
the
because you be
studio.
out there juking when the national anthem being played. So um that there is a dress code.
You
And
know
so
I'm
I was
six
writing down
feet
some
by every
things because you
six.
can't do wear anything you want to because Americans, we're used to wearing our booty shorts and our pants below our butts, So it is an area that it's formal and conservative. So they say leave behind your bright and bold colors. You can wear
Mm.
Okay.
your plain colors. They want a muted like palette, if that makes sense. Your
Like an
tan.
earth tone.
Exactly. Your tans, your
Okay.
whites. They're not flashy people at all. They're not. If they say avoid black at all costs, this is
Mm.
reserved for funerals only. And that's hard for me because I love my
Death.
black. I look
Yeah.
skinnier in black, but reserve your black. Leave that at home. That's reserved for
Okay.
funerals. Yes. And we all, I don't know about you, but I love Thai food, pad Thai.
Mm.
Love it. If
Yes.
anyone's not familiar
Same.
with pad Thai, I wrote it down, is fried noodle dish. Okay. I couldn't really describe it, so I looked it up real quick because, yeah, I know what it is. A lot of people do, a lot of people don't. It's a fried noodle dish. and it balances out sweet and sour flavor. Now, there's another dish people should try. It's called, I had to write this one down, Tom Yum Goong. Tom Yum Goong. And what that is,
Tom
like
Tom
Yum
Yum
Tom
Goong.
Goong.
Tom
Tom
Yum
Yum
Goong.
Goong.
Tom Yum Goong.
it's spicy and tangy shrimp soup
Ooh.
infused
That
with
sounds good.
lemongrass, chili, and lime. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Of course, they
Did you
have
say
their curry.
lemongrass?
Lemongrass. Lemongrass is good. It's like
Very
zesty.
Yes, thank you. And they also have they have a green curry. They have a mango sticky rice. And of course, they have their street food that they enjoy too. I mean, if you're on the streets of Thailand and you see the vendors, you try some of the street food. Not too much.
Popeyes or nothing.
They got all that, but you just want to still try the culture.
Exactly. So,
Shoot, can
do
a
you
brother get
know-
a burger?
You can. Some good burgers too.
I don't know if you
With
really
some
want
real,
that.
real authentic meat.
Not is it okay? Yes, I ain't trying to get no rat,
Just,
no dog.
that's what you don't want. I'm yelling at my dog. She got something in her mouth. But anyway, they have a national animal. So, do you happen to know what the national animal of Thailand is? I want you to think about this. National animal of Thailand. You think of Thailand, you think of, I don't know, maybe exotic for this animal, but it's not really exotic. It's huge. It's very, they never forget.
Elephant.
Yes, ma'am. Elephant of Thailand. They are sacred. They are sacred animals. And they also have a sanctuary where you can go and visit these elephants, beautiful elephants.
that's gorgeous.
You can see them. You can bathe them. You can take a picture with them. So I did not know that. So I'm learning myself.
Wes is ready to bathe the elephant.
I'm not bathing no elephant. What the?
You will have another
We can do it together.
Thailand,
What?
We can do it with
you.
Dwayne.
No.
So another thing that I don't know about you guys, but I love massages. You love massages.
Yes.
Thailand is the expert on massage. Okay, they are, because they combine acupressure. They combine the soles of their feet and their elbows to get down that deep
Get
muscle
in
tissue.
there.
Yes,
Please get in now.
yes. So when I book y'all's flights and tickets and hotel and resort, we're gonna throw in a spa day. Okay.
So Wes,
yes.
when I was doing
no, they ain't touching my
my
nails. They ain't touching my toes.
God.
None of that.
Here he go. Here he
Just
go
back
with this.
massage and a foot massage. That's it. That's it.
So while people are going to church in Thailand, people are going to the club too. They have a Sunday club. Like you wear all white to this club.
Yes.
It's Sunday in the morning. It's called Sunday Morning Club, just like Sunday morning service. Just letting you know,
see there?
lit in the morning.
Heck
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's the way to go. Especially when you're on a vacation and you're somewhere else. Even that's why I say travel for me is therapy. It's mind, body, spirit. You come back renewed.
And they rooftop parties, crazy. I was watching all the videos. Ooh.
Yes.
Y'all
And
might
have,
lose
of course,
me one night.
We're going. Let's do this.
It's already done. What?
They have a Thai
2027
New
gonna be
Year.
lit.
Yeah, they have a Thai New Year. They have the lantern festivals. You know, the lantern where they light up and they fly. They also have the lanterns where they place on water and it floats. They have those type of festivals.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm just reading off my little notes I made while I was at the day job. And they have sky bars. They have the awesome sky bars. They're famous for sky bars. Because I know you've probably seen the videos and the pictures of being in Bangkok, which is the capital, and just to be on top of a hotel or resort or wherever, and you're at a sky bar and just look down over the city of lights. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys.
But not to disturb people, they usually put it at businesses because businesses close at a certain time. So the rooftops are where people don't live and don't have to sleep and get up in the morning. Like they're very mindful of, we still want you to enjoy your time. So we're putting this rooftop on top of the bank, or we're putting it on top of this corporate America Center. Like they're putting it in places where they know close no later than 6.
Exactly. And you know what? I appreciate that of them. Thailand is just slept on. A lot of people to realize that Thailand is a hidden gem. And I totally, what you just said, because they take in consideration their people, their work schedule, their own peace of not just mind, but just peace in general. You know, you have a large work schedule when you get home. You don't want to hear a club above you.
Yeah. And
Yes,
let's be real, Americans are pulling out, and a high
yes.
number of African Americans are pulling out of wherever they live to be able to move to Bangkok, Thailand, because a house my size, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, is going to be 880 with a pool.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
with a pool, and you're living your best life. And these
Yes.
high-rise apartments are $315 a month. And they want you to pay
Uh,
6 months up. But I mean, who cares? Like, who
exactly.
cares when you're paying like that? And they don't even require any kind of credit check, no first and last,
Mhm,
nothing like
mhm.
that. Well, they do require first and last, but they're requiring it, and it's affordable. We're living here, it's
Right.
affordable. People are taking their families, the culture is amazing, working from home is amazing, work-life balance is beautiful. So yeah, it's a lot of people pulling out, and they're us. We are pulling
Exactly.
out.
Like you said, you
Yeah,
can't blame them whatsoever because what you just said, what they pay for the 6 months accrements, whatever, that's basically what someone can
absolutely.
pay right now a month for just a little rinky dinky something 3 bed or maybe a 2 bed, 1 bath or no
Yep,
bath, or you're sharing, you need a roommate, you and your spouse don't have enough to make it, and it's
absolutely.
2 y'all, and you don't have kids. Or if you
I
do
looked
have
at
kids,
I'm sorry to cut you off. I
oh,
looked
wait.
at the apartments that were $310 a month.
Mhm.
Beautiful. I mean, and
Yes.
then you get your dual washer and dryer. That's a combo pack. So usually the washer and dryer is on the porch for the condensation, so you don't have mold in
Mhm.
the house or nothing
Good.
like that. Like they're mindful, they're thoughtful, they're thinking about the residents, they're thinking about health purposes.
They sure do.
Again, the most money you'll probably spend is what I'm hearing from Americans and people just coming out of the country is on food. Like you're
Yes.
going to spend money on food because your health benefits, but these people are moving away and they're living happy, healthy, and free. I mean, of course, you do have things to worry about like typhoons, you have your rainy seasons, you have things like that. But when it comes down
Mhm.
to you working from home and you getting your money and being able to live a healthier, successful life with your family, the violence is extremely low.
Very.
So yeah,
Exactly.
I say let's do it.
And you're right, more Muslims are doing that. I have a family member, well, my boyfriend's cousin, he lived over there and he's good at his casinos. And
Mm-hmm.
that's his salary. You know, that's how he makes his living. And it's definitely not looked upon because they know they're bringing in, more money into the economy of the
Mm-hmm.
winnings and the spendings. But you're absolutely right. And it's not just Thailand, it's also, I know some people who are trying to get property in Dubai or
Yes.
property,
Me.
girl, let me find out
Yes.
that you got some property in Dubai. Okay. So
Man, I
that's why
promise
we're
you,
going 2027. We're going, I'm telling
that's
you.
gonna be the biggest investment for me is Dubai.
Mhm.
I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And I know we talked about, passport things you must need to have and know, but vaccinations, if you're already good with COVID, then you're good with COVID. But they
Yep.
also highly recommend a rabies shot. Uh,
Hmm.
a rabies
And
shot.
then the Philippines and East Asia,
Uh-huh.
they have yellow fever. So you want to
Exactly.
make sure you get that vaccination for yellow fever.
Exactly. And
Yellow fever. What is yellow fever?
really, my
Baby,
friend.
something you don't want.
Exactly.
Hold
Or
on now. You already know.
malaria. A lot of the animals and the
Okay,
monkeys
okay.
and yeah, and all that, a lot of animals may carry and pass it on. So you definitely want to see your physician. I always tell people see your
Hmm.
physician and get with the right vaccinations before you go anywhere. You just never know. And some of the countries require it and they want to see it. They want to see
Yeah.
documentation. So you have to know where you're going. That's why I tell people don't do this on your own. Get with the travel agent and let us do the research for you and tell you what you need to do. We need to pack
Yeah.
and then which vaccinations. Some places do require a visa, but
Yeah.
a lot of countries say, okay, you need a visa to get here, but we'll do it for you when you get here, get to our airport. And a lot of people don't think about that. When I had a client go to Scotland, she had to do a entry, I think it's called an ETA, and we had to do it at least 3 days before. Oh no, honey, we're doing this a month before because a lot of
Yeah.
people didn't
Get it out
know
the
that
way.
it's part of it's the British part of the UK system. Where when I went to Ireland, I didn't have to do that because Ireland's independent, except for Northern Ireland. So there's a lot you need to know when you travel. Get with a travel agent
So
because
serious.
because we need to know these things to tell you. Because I would hate for any of you to go to Thailand and you didn't get your shot. You come home
Yeah.
dog sick. You won't come home dog sick because you'll be quarantined over there. Now, how inconvenient is that? You feel
And I've
me?
also been listening to people's stories, and a lot of people are joining groups. So
Yes.
imagine there's groups who are already over there, there's groups who are
Mhm.
thinking about it. They get with the people who've been living over there for 6 to 9 months, and they tell them the
Mhm.
real
Mhm.
gritty. We're talking about because it's
Yes.
disrespectful to talk bad about the culture, but if you're going into a group, you can actually be very honest. There's a African American group that is Black people in Thailand. There's other groups that you can join and be able to say, okay, so how was your experience? They are giving you the
Yes.
rundown on everything. So
Yeah.
anything that you want to know, they'll even let you know like the realtors they've used. We only want you to use Miss Lynn Calloway for your travel, but they definitely let you know how they
Mhm.
got there.
Mhm.
And I respect it. I really do, especially people with single people, large
Yeah.
number families. There's everybody on there. There's people with pets because having a pet is something you need to look into. One or two
Mhm.
pets is gonna cost you, baby. So you
Yes,
might want to
indeed.
ask in those groups like what's going on, and whatever high rise home, wherever you want to live with that pet, you need to be able to ask questions because nobody wants any surprises while you're trying to do your getaway.
That is so true, and thank you so much. A lot of people don't realize they can travel with their pets, and a lot of people don't realize that. For example, being mobile, there are different companies that I work with, and make sure I have a motorized wheelchair waiting right there for you when you get off the
Yep.
plane, or waiting for you right there at the hotel. And it is definitely a must to know. And groups are very good, and that's why my Dubai trip is group and is the tour. Everything we're doing is with someone that's living there, someone that's been
Yeah.
there, who's their own expert there. We're not just going out all together. Okay, what can we do and not do? What can we see? It's all planned together strategically
Yeah.
to be with someone to show us the ropes and to make sure that we are, for example, dressed modestly or show respect when we enter a temple. Take your shoes off.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, us women to have our head covered, especially in Dubai. But get back to Thailand. You know, they're Buddhists, and we got to be respectful of their temples and what we wear in them and how we present ourselves. But
Yeah.
it's always respecting the culture, always. And
And a lot of us are scared of bugs and certain animals, and we swat them. That is disrespectful because they do not harm anything there.
yeah, they
You
see
place
life
it
in
off of you, you put
everything.
it down. You don't kill any animal, insect, bug, anything. You take it off of you, ask somebody to get it off of you, you put it down. You don't kill.
Yeah, yeah, they see life in everything. I'm glad you also
Hmm.
mentioned that. Wait,
So you mean to tell me if I see a roach,
I knew
Don't
you were gonna
kill
say
it.
I
that.
can step on the
Say,
roach?
I just knew you
friends.
were gonna mention that.
I'm stepping on the roach.
You
I don't
can.
care.
That roach
Man,
is a
murk that
friend.
roach.
Murk that roach.
Murk the roach, man.
I'm trying to
And
tell
another
you.
thing about because you know how we are, you're so funny. In the US, we can talk about our president all we want, we can bash him and everything. But when you go to these countries, you better respect that royal
Cannot.
family.
Oh,
That
of
royal
course.
family,
Oh yeah,
royal
we do.
family,
Yeah.
whatever
We take
in
advantage.
Thailand.
We take advantage of our
But
freedom.
you
Yes,
are not able to
Yeah.
speak bad about
Say what we
Thailand
want to
at
say.
all. Like even on your personal platforms, you are
Mhm.
not allowed to speak about the country at all. You have to respect the culture. You have to
Uh,
respect the place.
Mhm.
There is no bad talking about it. That's how much pride they take in what they do.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
okay.
You had
Well,
just
no
mentioned.
streaming over there. We're not gonna stream over there. Mhm.
Oh no! Oh, as soon as you
I'm gonna
even,
talk.
We're going on
especially
vacation.
like what
I'm
you
gonna
have
talk.
on right now, you couldn't even wear over there. So
No.
not even the hat.
I'm gonna wear it. I'm wearing it.
See, we're not
You
gonna be
crack
there
me up.
long, 3 days.
Okay, okay, fair.
It's gonna get warm.
You can't. She said you can't wear black over there.
Yep,
No,
I
it's
do
it's
that.
just
reserved for
frowned
I
people.
like other
upon.
colors.
Yeah,
I
it's
like other
frowned
colors other
upon.
than
You can
black.
wear whatever you like to, but they would appreciate you more if you
Mhm.
respect the culture.
So if y'all going with me over a group, I'm gonna check your clothing because we're not gonna be pulled aside. We're not.
I'm
You
wearing
All
know.
light
right,
brown
no,
all
no
day.
black. That's just all it is.
Yes,
There's
we're
no
gonna make
black.
sure our pants are pulled up
That's not
and
Yep.
our
hard. I
skirts
mean,
are
it's
pulled
hard. It's not
down.
hard. But it's,
Come on, hard.
Yeah.
it's kind of,
Because once Reese
it's
paid
kind
for
of.
the Sheen cart, everything is like sheer light brown. Because
Yeah.
remember you lost the bet, so you got to pay for my Sheen cart.
Oh,
Now,
We'll
is
talk
it
about it
Sheen? Is it
offline.
Sheen? Shine, Shein? I've heard it called.
Shein.
I've heard it called different so many different ways.
It's
Pay the
Shein.
lady.
That's
Pay
the
the
hey,
lady.
you fair.
Oh my
no, but
All right.
welcome,
goodness!
Reese.
But yes, I tell
Hello.
you,
Hello.
You know, Reese is always late as usual. It's because of
It's
Dwayne.
usually me,
Fashion,
bro.
fashion. You know, he be holding me up. You know, so
and come
be
here.
out and about. But no,
And there's another. Also, I know I spoke about Dubai and PSA and not PSA, but PDA. Same thing in Thailand. No hugging, shaking hands.
You
Yeah.
mean
Are
to
you
tell me?
serious?
I knew y'all were gonna say that.
No,
Wait till you get
PDA
back
avoid
to
it.
the baby.
Neither.
It's not really seen in their culture.
This ain't
So
fun at all.
Yeah, you just get to see the baby bump, not what led up to it.
Just a baby bump.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes, it
Man,
is. It is
you know,
right. When you see someone, they rather you just smile. No.
yeah, and also hearing, like
Go
when
create
you're
an
in
OnlyFans
your
over
own
there.
facilities and you're
Aye.
being loud, that's frowned upon as well.
Exactly. Yes, definitely. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else. It's just some basic stuff, but definitely know what your.
Basic.
You said basic stuff. It's too much stuff for US. But it's
So, what
all
are
about
you
respecting where
excited
you're
to
going.
show us? Like when it comes down to Dubai and Thailand, what are you excited to show us? Because I mean, we're all three different personalities, and
Yes,
we like different things.
I'm excited to
I
show.
like music and chicken.
And chicken.
That's
and chicken.
basic.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Get
If
you a
I
guitar and
could,
send you to KFC.
honestly,
I
it
don't.
would be none of those. What I would love to show y'all is Cuba.
Ooh.
I lived there for 2 years. Cuba is beautiful. It's sad because of the economy, but
Mm.
the people, the atmosphere, the music, the food, it's just sad that US and Cuba didn't have the relationship they had back when I was there in 92, 90, 91, 92, 93. But it's beautiful. I would cliff dive. I would jump off a cliff into the
No.
ocean.
Cliff dive in Cuba.
I would go inside a cave where the waves would
In
go
a cave.
in a cave, and it was a
And
natural
scuba.
spring
Was scuba
of
in Cuba?
hot water, hot tub, a natural hot tub. Until I looked up and saw the bats. Time to go.
That's where you lost me. See, you. I was
See, the
rerouting. I
bats,
was
they
like,
just
me and
minding
Will
their
were
business.
so
So as long as you
close.
mind your business, they minding their business. So you know,
No.
But
don't
Cuba
attack the
is
bat.
beautiful.
You're good.
It's nothing like
Don't
having
like
a Cuban sandwich in Cuba.
Ooh, but Cuban coffee is everything to
A
me.
cafe con leche. Oh,
Ah.
my girl. Yes. And you love chicken, you're going to love the Cuban mojo pork. Okay, with black
Okay, there you go,
beans,
Reese.
fries. I'm telling you, Cuba.
Pork ain't
And
chicken.
you can get to it, but there's certain ways you can get to Cuba.
I found
And you
a
have to meet certain requirements. You got to be this political, this teacher, this family member. It's just certain ways to get to it. I'm trying to find out how I can go. We can go as just tourists. It's not there
Yeah.
yet. Not there yet, but
I'm
it's
gonna
coming.
need to be like Anthony Bourdain and go to somebody's grandmama's kitchen
I can't.
and
I
get the
can
real
see
deal.
that.
Get the real
Yes.
cookie. You
But
know?
that's how you have to be able to have that rapport. Like I feel like we are very people. I was just in a store tonight and this gentleman just started talking to me. Like he literally just
yeah.
opened up and started talking to me. I believe that we have an aura around us that people just feel comfortable. So you just never know what we'll run into and who we'll run into.
That is so true. It is.
Yeah.
And I think in all these countries, if you bring that positivity and that I'm going to respect every rule you have in this country and I'm going to follow it, you never know where that'll take you. Because if West say if you were there and you followed every rule, you did everything and you respected the 8 a.m., the 6 p.m. anthem, you never know. Somebody might be interested in knowing more about you to where like, you know what, I'm interested in that podcast also. Next thing you know, you're worldwide. You just
And I'm gonna wear my Spanish
be
wavy
nice.
wig so I can look Puerto Rican, and that'll get us in more doors.
see, there you go, girl. Do that. Do that.
Trying
Do
to
your
help
thing.
us.
Do your thing. That is too wild. But yes, Thailand is definitely going to be, what's this? So 2027 is the group trip to Dubai. 2028 is Egypt. 2029 is Thailand.
Okay, so
I
that
wanted-
gives y'all 3 years to be able to get a degree. And it doesn't even take that long, but we can literally go there and teach English.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Teach English, and it would literally pay for your entire stay. So I'm just letting y'all know, I have no problem teaching English.
I'll be like THE, the.
This
Run my check.
I'm telling you, and those kids are so respectful in Thailand. You can have a class of 40 children, and the respect level from the States to Thailand, those children are all going to listen. You're not going to have a class where you have disruptions. These children are raised great at home.
Yes,
They
they
have
are.
to respect the culture first. So these
That's
classes of
true.
40 are nothing like the classes of 40 here in the States.
And boy, do I know about that. And you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I also
Gonna
think
get that
because
degree.
we're just so spoiled in certain
Gonna
ways
start
that
teaching.
we just want to have our
I'm all
system
about
babysit
education.
our kids. Whereas in other
Yeah.
countries like in Thailand, these kids are expected to bring home what they've learned because a lot of the
Yeah.
parents didn't even probably went to school. So they're learning from
Hello.
their children.
And
So
then you
yeah.
have to think about it. The math has changed. The entire syllabus has changed. So a lot of parents weren't learning algebra. They weren't learning trigonometry. So a lot of parents can't even help their children over here because we don't have enough time to sit down and be taught and educated because we have to work 3, 4 jobs a piece just to make it on the American dollar.
That's
Yeah,
so
your dollar
true.
goes far in the Philippines, Laos, and Jamaica, and Thailand. Your dollar goes far in countries like that. So we have to be mindful that everything that we're having here, our US dollar is so much more over there
That's so
to
true.
the
And that
baht
brings me
in
to a question. That
Thailand.
brings me to a question. Who's holding you back from making your stacks?
You.
Us, me,
Life.
yeah,
You
Check
can
your
say
no, but
circle.
life.
it's truly us.
Man, it's the person in
your
the mirror.
circle. And I want
Yes.
Person in
your
the mirror.
listeners to listen to that. Check your circle.
Person in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Check your circle. Because if you don't have anybody in your circle that's striving you to grow in your mind, body,
Yeah,
spirit, and your bank account, get them out the circle. Get them out the circle.
absolutely.
Because
Like
who's
I
holding
said,
you back?
the
Take some
other
years
week,
to clean up my
last week,
circle.
when I was speaking and I tuned in, I heard you speak. And I promise you, I set up, I perked up because you were speaking about we need to stop leaving our family members property
Mhm.
and buildings. We need to stop leaving them these things without conditions because when something has no conditions on it, you're going to turn around and sell it, then it becomes
True.
invaluable to us. And now
Yeah.
3 years later, you're homeless. You have an eviction. You have nowhere to stay because you didn't invest in that property. You didn't say, you know what? Mom put this on here. We need to rent it out. It has tenants already. We need to go ahead and just collect the rent and keep up the property. We need to hire this new maintenance team or whatever. Invest in yourself. We do
That's
need
right.
to stop giving it away. You preach generational wealth, financial freedom. That's my language. So when you spoke that day, I perked up because I was like, hold on, this is how I speak. Like this is
Yes.
what I'm about. So the fact that it really, really got me. And I was
Right.
so thankful that you have that mindset. It's
Yes,
beautiful.
ma'am. Because I thought about it for a while. I'm like, aren't we just tired? Aren't we just tired of being tired of being tired?
Mm.
Tired
When
of being sick and tired.
don't you want to wake up and not have to check your account because you thought you had $100 when you
Hello.
looked again and went down to 30 and like, wait a minute, what bill came through I didn't know
Man,
about?
Apple be eating up my
You
account,
know,
boy.
but
Every
that's
5 seconds,
Yeah.
I'll be like,
right.
like,
But
damn.
yes. Yes, that's what I'm
Cancel
talking
that
about. I want to.
subscription. They
You don't want
tripping.
to live like that. Who wants to keep living day by day? But
Yeah.
that's what we're used to because we're not
It
challenging
is.
and growing within ourselves. That's why I say check your circle. Your
Yeah.
circle matters. You're the middle.
Circle
Look
will
at you
drain you.
first.
They will drain you. They'll either uplift you or drain you, bro.
Mm.
Like real
Exactly.
talk.
Yeah.
I witnessed that.
Exactly. Because if you want to get up here, you got to have people that are talking to you like they're up here.
Yeah.
You can already
And don't
think
be
they're right there.
afraid. Don't be
Yes.
afraid to go to Little Black Dress. Don't be afraid to
Yes.
go to Eventbrite and say, okay, what's going on for
Right.
me in my city? What's going on for me? I went to a museum 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I always go places alone, but I'm just kind of like, this was a beautiful experience. And I went with people and I had a great time. And I still got to enjoy the art. I still got to enjoy myself. After that, we went out, we had a great time. I'm not a people's people, but I love to be alone. I don't know what it is. I was born alone, so I just like it. But I did give myself that opportunity to really engage and to have fun and to just trust myself and enjoy myself. And there's so much out there. There really is.
Right.
There's so many things to do. And I went to a Little Black Dress event. I heard all these beautiful Black women speak, and they were so empowering. And they were able
Yes.
to let me know how they started their businesses, a lot of women had group homes with their second properties, and they rent out their first
Mm.
property, and they don't even live in the country. Like, we're talking about, these
Either.
women live outside of the country, and they were boosting and amping me to do what I need to do. And I had one of the ladies books. I'm like, please sign it. She was like, no, you please sign something. She was like, because you got the
Oh.
mindset that I'm gonna see
Uh-huh.
you soon, you know. And I was like, won't he do it? You know what I'm saying? And I received that because I really wanted, I was there for her. I was there because I'm like, I love everything this woman's saying. I love what she's about, not just what she's talking, but what she's walking. And she's showing the community and young Black ladies how to be a lady, so you can attract
Yes.
a gentleman, a young Black man. And I was just so thankful for her words and just her actions and our community. So yeah.
Yes, definitely. And that's what we need to be around. We need to center ourselves around people like that, because the ones that just like, where I don't know how I'm gonna do this, or the
Hmm.
negative ones that are saying, well, I don't know, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. Okay, a lot of us don't have. But how about
Yeah.
changing that mindset? It's about your mindset. It's about getting out of
Yeah.
your comfort zone also, because right here, what I'm on with you guys live, oh no, last year, oh no, I wouldn't do that. No.
Same.
But
Same.
it
That's
was
so
in me.
crazy.
It was in me. I had to get out of my comfort zone, and I had to do it scared. Do it
But I
scared.
understand, Miss Lynn, you look like Vanessa Williams. So I'm just like, what do
Man,
you mean? What do you mean you were scared?
thank
I'm
you
sitting
so
here
much.
like, what?
But see, I had to get out of my comfort zone in order to be scared, because I knew I had it in me. A lot of people know
Yeah.
that about themselves. They have it in them, but they're just going to just stand back about it. But once you make that initial leap and have people around you like I did, they say, girl,
Yeah.
you got this. Look at you. Look at your mind. Look at what you studied. Look at this. Just do a little bit at a time. And now I won't shut up because now I'm
I
talking
love
about
it.
something I love to do. I love to travel. I love to talk about it. I love to talk about the business of it. So now it's just natural. So once I
Yeah.
stepped out of that zone to where it was comfortable, but comfortable meant I was broke. Being scared and going out there and getting out of the zone means I'm going to
Hello.
progress. Hello.
Ah,
So yes, I was, yeah. And I said, I don't think I have time for this. I have time for that, but I had time to be broke. I
yeah.
said, I'm gonna change this because I don't want to have time. I want to be busy. I want to be busy being prosperous. I want to be busy making my life free, as far as freedom of mind, financial freedom, time freedom. So until I just said, look, I had to check my circle. Yes. And then when I saw, what the funny thing is about this business and travel, if you're trying to get clients, strangers are your best people to go to. Your
Hello.
family be like, your friends be like, I don't know, you and your little business. Yeah, it's a little business, but guess what? I love this little business. And this little business is going to bring me in the income that you are still working on from the years ago.
Hello.
Okay, which I can make
I
enough.
agree.
So yes, check your circle. I tell people, check your circle and go to Thailand.
Check the second go to Thailand. I love
Yes,
it.
Yeah,
yes.
well, Ms. Lynn, thank you for that Thailand insight. Yeah, we will be going. Anybody want to reach out to her? Her link is in the description. It's always going to
Thank
be
you
there every
so much.
episode. You want to
Thank you.
reach
Thank
out,
you.
get your tickets. You ain't got to just go to Thailand. You go literally anywhere in the world. So she's
Anywhere.
there for all her
Anywhere.
information is right there in that description. Just hit that link. It'll direct you right to her. So
Red. And I know there's a lot of people that also do their own travel and they book their own travel. Okay, but why? Why not make commission off what you're doing? When you go
So true.
Expedia and booking.com and all them and you put in your information and I want this ticket to LA, all right, booked. Somebody got that money. It should have been you. It
Ooh.
should have been you.
Dang. You see how we be sleeping on ourselves and don't even know it, baby? I didn't book
So,
so many trips and then
girl,
paid somebody. I'm talking about lying in somebody's pocket.
girl,
Getting somebody new
yes.
wigs.
Yeah,
That's
hello.
wait a
crazy.
minute. What?
You know, I only think about
My
wigs.
coworker at work, I gave her a high five. She said, "What's that for?" I
Right.
said, "I just got my
Somebody needs
commission
to
check off your trip, baby.
somebody
Thank
really
you."
needs
Yes.
no money.
But I'm telling you, why? It just makes
Somebody
sense for
buy
you
some
to do
wigs
your
right
own
now.
trip and then come
So
back home and
serious.
have that commission being processed to go in your account. Why not?
Mm,
Anybody want to talk to me
mm.
about that? They can hit me up. I can show them the steps on how to do it. I'm
Yeah, I
having the
heard
best
that.
time. Best time. Yes,
Come
sir.
on,
Uh,
Thank
Chad.
you.
Y'all come through. Y'all hear all this information. And I just want to give y'all a small disclaimer. Tonight is about diabetes awareness. We
yep.
definitely, every Tuesday is going to be about where you can go to get you the hell out of here. Like it's going to be where you can be able to
That
travel. We
part.
never want you to feel stuck. You're only stuck because you want to be. You can travel, you can save up. There's Klarna, there's so many things
Mhm.
that you can be able to just take a trip. It doesn't even have to be over the pond. You can
It's
literally
true.
be in the same country you're in. You just need to see something different, clear your mind, because
That's
mental
right.
health is real, and if we stay stuck in a bubble, that bubble gonna pop. So we have to be able
Amen.
to make sure that we clear our minds.
Amen. Say it again. That bubble's gonna pop, and it is. Even if it's
Yes.
just, I tell people there might be a hidden gem in your own state you know nothing about. Just get
Never
going.
know. You know,
Exactly.
I didn't know how to drive at all when I moved to Georgia. Like I'm here
Really?
in Atlanta, did not know how to drive. Learn how to drive. And when I say burning the streets up, like just passing by everything, going to everything. And I'm like a brand new child. Like my eyes are so wide when I'm driving because I'm passing by
Yes.
the butterfly garden and I'm passing by all these things. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So it definitely, you have to open your eyes. So I
Mhm.
feel you with that. This was the
Yeah.
first social media I've ever had during this podcast. So this is like an eye opener for me. I'm nowhere on social media. So just being able to see myself on camera and to see other
Mhm.
people, it's an eye opener. It really is.
Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad. And it I can't stress it enough how much you will learn about yourself.
Mm,
And especially for anybody who's single, man or woman, it doesn't matter. For you to take a trip by yourself, oh, you were straight
mm,
deep. Especially in
that's
another
me.
country or another state, you did it
Yeah.
on by yourself and you come back and you're like, man, sky is not just the limit, it's the beginning. I can do
Yeah.
whatever, whenever, however. I don't need mom, dad, sister, cousin, girlfriend, boyfriend, nobody to help me with this. I got
Yeah.
this. And
But
that's a
that's
huge
also
confidence boost.
that's adjacent to mental health. It
Mhm,
shows
mhm.
you how much you can trust yourself. It
Right.
shows you you're trusting your situational awareness. You're trusting your judgment. You're trusting your gut. You're trusting your know-how. You're 9 times out of 10 going to use a map. You're going to find the resources to find the things that you
Right.
need. You're going to book that hotel or that resort around the things that you need
Mhm.
to get to. You're going to make sure you know your exit strategies of that
Oh, yeah.
hotel, that resort. You're going to make sure where you are. I mean, trust me, these are things that everybody needs to do just on their own. I don't care if you're
Yes.
married, you need to be able to make sure your situational awareness is active at all
That's true.
times,
So
even in
true.
your own home.
Yes, ma'am. You hit it on the head with that because when I told my boyfriend I was going to Ireland, I said, I'll see you in a week, baby. Wait a minute,
Mm.
what? Deuces. I was gone. But he understood why, because I
Yeah,
needed it for me to grow and to just
yeah,
to be out there and say, you know what, these places do exist. It's not just on TV, it's not on just on the map
yeah.
behind me. It exists and to identify it will change your life. It changed mine. And I'm so glad y'all had me on
See.
this. Thank y'all so much. I love
Thank
y'all.
you. We love you more.
Yeah. So next
Great.
Tuesday, if y'all have a different country you want me to talk about anything, or even if it's in the States, anything, I can talk. I can bring it up. We can talk about that country. So
Yeah.
if
So
you're
y'all hear
listening,
that
if
chat?
y'all
Drop it in the
viewers have any
chat.
ideas, what I can do next Tuesday is if I have an idea now, I can work on a package and tell them how much it would be, a flight, a hotel, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah,
As
give
be
them,
an
give them a
estimate
little
because
rundown. Give them a little
prices change,
rundown
especially with
so
flights.
they'll have an idea
Hmm.
what to look for if they
Yes.
when, not if, when they decide to.
Thank you for saying that when
Oh,
because it's coming. It
oh
is.
So
yes, oh
coming.
yes.
And if
Oh,
your viewers don't have the star on their ID for Florida, real ID, they need to get it. They need to get it. Do you guys have it?
I
a
do.
star on our ID. Hold on.
Star.
Let me
Yes.
let
Real
me let me
ID.
double check
They
and
got
make sure.
I got to
pull out your
double check
driver's
on that.
license. If you don't have the little star, you need to
Then
go
you
and get
can't
that
get your
star.
passport.
I mean,
Yep.
it's a star in the upper right hand corner. Is that
Yep,
what I'm
you
looking
got
at?
it.
Yep.
You're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Show
Yeah.
Wes is
I think
here.
I'm
I
starred
got
up.
that.
I should have knew.
Okay. So we
I
all
should have
three
knew that was
start
a
up.
star.
Okay, good, 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 good.
Me and you are Dwayne.
Me,
Oh, okay.
That's a
I'm
good
sure.
question.
because Dwayne is
Sure about
I
that.
don't know. I don't know what he got. He probably got something else on his
This
ID.
is
I don't
Like
even know if
2
he.
unhealthy.
stars,
I don't even know if he had. You know what?
5 star.
He ain't even got an ID.
He ain't got no idea.
He ain't even got
Jesus
an ID.
Oh,
Lord. And you
But
be
What
having
anyways,
is
him
going
drive
on?
some nights
What
when
is
we talking
going
on the
on?
phone.
yep,
Ridiculous. Reckless,
yep.
actually.
You're living on the edge.
Sometimes I just
But
can't.
yeah, remember, Chad, go ahead and
Somebody's been
Oh,
bothering me to say hello to y'all, so I'm just gonna do a quick little. This is Justice.
Yes,
oh,
hi.
Justice.
Justice,
Aw,
what's going on?
She
so
kept bugging
Hey
me.
man,
cute.
If you saw
love
me
for
moving
Justice.
Twitch, it was her.
Love for Justice. What's up, Justice?
Beautiful.
Okay, now get off me. Get off me. Get off
Awesome.
me. Get off me.
Thank you,
Okay.
Justice, for saying hello. All right,
So
Chad,
how do you
remember,
feel about traveling
call
with
in
your
and
I'm sorry.
book the win. Call in and book the win.
Call in
Yep.
and book the
That's how we do it.
wins.
I heard a
And
question. Dollface. You said traveling with pets. Is that what you?
Yes, traveling with pets. Like if you
Mhm.
have any information for the chat who is gonna think about traveling with pets, they can't be away from their pets for 2 weeks. Let's
Yep.
just say they wanted to go to Bangkok. That's a 22-hour flight. You're going to want to make sure that
Oh
you take your
God.
pet if you don't have anybody. And also, you don't want to fly regular because you're going to be sitting on the aisle seat, window, or in between somebody for
You're right.
22 hours.
You're
Mind
right.
your flight. The flights right now are 9,000 for the beds and the pods. So,
That's goals right there. I tell you
and
that.
business is 5,000.
And yeah, and you
so
also want to make sure
affordable
that
pet
if there's
daycare.
any quarantine for that country, because when you get there,
Affordable
your
pet
pet has to be
daycare
quarantined for a certain amount of
options.
time before you can get the pet to with you to your hotel. If that hotel takes pets, and if it only
Mhm.
takes what do you call it, service pets, and then you need to know whether or not when you get back to the U.S. with your pet from a different country, how long is that pet gonna be quarantined here? So it's a
Mhm.
process. So don't do it alone. Let me help you.
Yeah. We want to
But
be able
I
to
also
answer any
understand.
questions you have while we have Miss Lynn here.
Mhm.
Um, ugh, I'm just excited. I'm excited for everybody who's taking a trip. I really am.
Hey, and Wes, did you get my flyer for Dubai?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay,
did.
okay. There is a, I don't know if you can type in or however you want to do it, but I also have a website you can go to straight to it, and it tells you the itinerary in more detail, and you can put in, you can start booking. $25 right
Mm.
now, deposit $25. Let me say this again. You spent more than that today on breakfast, lunch, gas, and one day
Just
you
gas
Yeah.
spent more
alone.
than
What
Just
you
$25.
gas
mean?
by itself.
Just gas
Well,
by
the
Hello.
itself.
tripod that didn't work.
Hello. I think I went and bought some groceries for the nice dinner that I refused to cook because somebody didn't clean the kitchen. But we're not gonna go into that. So
That's another
I
topic. That's a
cannot.
Thursday topic right
That
there.
is a
but I skipped
Thursday
over
That's
that.
Thursday.
topic.
Thursday is
Thursday.
fine for
$25.
me.
Come back Thursday and we'll talk about it.
$25 deposit. I mean, that's a good deal for something you
Okay.
pay in 2 years. July
Right.
2027 is the final day for you to pay on a trip to Dubai, you people.
Plan your
This
trip
even gives you
today.
time to get a passport if you don't have it. Get your passport. I'm giving you time. You
Yeah.
know, and I always give my clients a good month before it's actually due because I don't trust everybody. Somebody's gonna say, I can't make this payment, this last payment, or I can't go, or this and that, or I don't have the money. I want to make sure everyone has enough time.
That's
I
true.
don't book group trips 6 months from now. I book them 2 years from now. So
Mm.
it gives everybody enough time and no excuse because we as a people, and you know what I mean by that, we don't go
Mm.
nowhere. For us, I'm going to Miami. Oh, I'm going to LA. Oh, I went to New York. No, leave the country. Get some
Yeah.
culture. Open your eyes, see the world, and see why people and the religious belief, why they are the way they are, and why when they come here, we discriminate. This is what they know.
Yeah.
This is their language. This is their culture. This is their beliefs. Why? Why are we discriminating? Get out there, do it, talk to these people, learn their culture, talk to them. So we need to get out more. We do.
But you know what crossed my mind is when you say get out the country, I definitely agree. But I also think for the people who are so closed-minded, get in the country. Go to your local
Yeah.
neighborhoods that you may have been taught to be scared of.
Mhm.
And matter of fact, go to the community centers. See what you can do. And that's
Yeah.
us and that's everybody. See what you can do. See what's going on. because there's so many closed-minded people here who don't know about other people's culture, and they were raised because everything starts at home to not like this side of the street and you on this side of the street when you don't even understand. And yeah, so nobody may have taught us something, because I hear that a lot from people, but you can educate yourself. Like you can
So
truly take a moment and educate yourself. So
so true.
yeah.
You're so right about that. And you wonder why, like, for example, people of different race, whether from Asia, whether they're Hispanic, whatever, why they all live together. Some of us make fun of them, but you see they're helping each other. You see they got property with each other,
Yeah.
businesses. And we
So,
won't do that. We just, what I say last week, we crabs in the
It's
bucket.
true.
We can't have more
But
than
you
me.
know,
It's true.
that was when people started noticing my family wasn't American, is when they started seeing all of us live together. They were like, "Oh no, we don't do this. Like we don't do that. Y'all not from here." It became, we were almost embarrassed of it, me and my brother, because we were like, "Oh, we're not supposed to be living. We're not supposed to be taking care of so and so." And my brother was like, "No, that's our culture. Like our culture is to take care of this family and do what we have to do. So that's all we know, is to take care of our family. Anytime my
Exactly.
children need to move back home, this is your home. Like you're
Right.
going to come back home. That doesn't happen over here in America. It's just far and few between. So
That's
I'm
right.
very thankful that I can still have my culture for my children and let them know that mine is yours, this is ours.
That's so true. Look at you. I love that. I do.
Thank
I'm
you.
coming to live with you.
And please, please
We'll
get
never
a
be
tiny
home.
house. You're gonna be
We'll
like,
never be home.
look,
We'll be traveling somewhere.
man, oh my God. But we will have our
Just like how they
podcast when we
omit
touch
us out of the
down.
Right. You know what I'm
conversation.
saying? We
Yeah.
don't worry
Like,
about us. We're not
don't
sitting
worry
here.
about us
No,
too
Oh, I'm
over
We're not
sorry,
here. We
sitting
guys.
just
here.
minding our
Hey,
own business.
We're just, we're just listening to conversation.
my
That's all.
bad, my bad. How y'all doing?
We're just utilizing
Yeah,
our
you gotta
ears.
expect this on Tuesday. You know, you gotta expect this.
I guess
Yes.
we'll stream
Okay.
about it on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on Thursday.
They do block me
So,
out Thursday, Lynn, because I love you so much. They be
oh,
like,
thank you.
anyway, she'll be all right. But I like it.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna let y'all have your talk, your discussion. You're talking about diabetes.
Yes,
You want to
yes.
segue into
It's
that?
November is Diabetes Awareness Month, so it really fits.
I mean, how many people you know are relatives, close relatives that are diabetic? You know,
Yeah.
like how
Me
many?
too.
Like, this is a serious disease. Like there's type 1, there's type 2. Like seriously, how has it impacted you on your end? The people you know, anybody, any dog face, Lynn.
My boyfriend was diagnosed last year, August, 2 weeks before our cruise. And I said, look, if you're not feeling good, we're not going. And he said, no, I'm going. And he faked it the whole time because
Aw.
the appointment to see the doctor, because he went to the ER when his blood sugar was 400 and something, and went to the ER, and that's what they told him. And our doctor's appointment wasn't going to be after the cruise for him to officially get on medication. I said, we're not going. He said, no, we're going. And like I said, I could tell that he was not feeling well at all, but he faked it. He smiled when I knew he wasn't trying to, he didn't feel good. And he was trying his best to make his first time on a cruise, first time out the country, and you're diabetic. So I said, well, when we go to the buffet for breakfast, you can eat this, this, and this. He said, no, I'm gonna eat what I want. I said, okay. So it was the whole mindset.
That's how I continue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat
He
what
had
I
to
want.
change his mindset until this. Right now, he's still struggling a little bit because for all these years, he's been eating whatever he want, drink whatever he want.
Yeah.
And my part of it is that I had to stop being the enabler, because I enabled his eating after that. And I said, we're going to change this and change this. And you can only eat this and this. I'm over in the corner eating my popcorn, my Reese's, my soda. And then it hit me. Oh my gosh. He said, I can handle it. You can eat what you want. I was like, no, I can see myself gain weight and I was feeling uncomfortable. So that's when I got on my journey with the shots, weight loss shots. And I took everything out the house that I knew he should not be eating and revamped it. Oh, he was an ass. Oh, can I say that? He was a real one, if you know what I'm talking about. And the doctor told me to expect that. Expect him
not my snickerdoodles.
Expect him to say
what
this.
happens. Yeah.
Expect him to do that because you're changing his lifestyle of how old is he? You're 40 something years old, eating
Yeah,
whatever
that's
you
a-
want all these
It's
years.
a hard lifestyle to break,
Oh my
especially
gosh.
at 40. Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to
And
tell
I'm
me I
just,
can't eat a
Not
Snickers.
sugary drinks.
You getting cussed out if I can't have a Snickers. I don't
Yeah.
care.
right.
But
And
nah,
now,
you are.
yeah.
A lot of people just don't know how hard it is. It's really tough. I've witnessed myself just seeing so much in my lifetime as a kid because both my parents were diabetic.
Mm,
Oh
mm.
wow.
Like, yeah, like I've witnessed this, just seeing the ups and downs, having high blood sugar, low blood sugar, the slurring, the dizziness, falling on the ground, going into coma, ambulance coming left and right. You
Oh
know,
my
just
gosh.
I witnessed so much, as a kid, just witnessing this. I was like, okay, you know what? It's time to start taking care of my body. If I am going to eat a Snickers, I'm gonna hit the gym for about 5 hours. Like that's
Oh.
just me. Like for real.
Mhm.
Like I've always, and that's how I've been. Like pretty much for the past decade, I've always, man, hold on, I ate too much today. I don't need to eat no more. Let me slow down. Let me go
Fast
work.
for a day.
Let me fast, or let me go work out or something. Let me get this off me. Like insulin, like you can only damage your insulin so much before that resistance just be like, you know what, you ain't got no more, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
sad
You're right.
out here.
Do you check yourself? Do you check your sugar at all?
Yeah, well, I get tested every couple years,
Okay.
with my profession. So
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I
That's
checked
good.
it. Actually, I checked it earlier this year, and it's still the
Okay.
same. So, Dollface, what about you? Have you witnessed anybody diabetic
Man.
comas, anything?
You know me, I gotta do it big or do it not at all. My sister, when I came to Pensacola, asked me 4 years ago to ask my brother, my only brother on my mother's side, to pull his socks down. And he wouldn't pull them down for anyone. And I asked him to pull his socks down, and when he pulled his socks down, they were black as the screen that's surrounding me, his legs.
Mm.
And my brother left this world without his hands or his legs. And my mother
I'm so
left
sorry.
this world without her foot because of diabetes. And I'm glad that you brought up when the anger after diabetes. Like my brother was going to Sacred Heart, and he was embarrassed to be in the line to get insulin. He was embarrassed. So he got out of the line and he used my mother's insulin, which could be either not enough or too
Mhm.
much. Then
Oh,
he
wow.
used my uncle's insulin, which either could be not enough or too much. And that is how he continued to slip in diabetic comas and to lose his life essentially. My mom stepped on a nail at a property they were looking at in Pensacola, Florida. And my brother was like, "Oh, they're gonna pay us. Just don't go to the hospital." My mother's foot rotted, and my mother lost her
Mm.
foot. And my brother's
Mm.
anger made him call me at like 5 in the morning. Was like, "Why not you? Why me? Why not you?" To have diabetes. And it's heartbreaking. It's
Oh my goodness.
heartbreaking what diabetes can do and the
Mhm.
pride and shame that comes with it. So yeah, definitely understand it.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that something?
That's sad.
So to make a comment, did your family, did they ever see a doctor regularly?
No, my
See, and
family, I
that's
never saw my mother eat a full meal. I saw my mother go to 7-Eleven and fill up the big cup with the Slurpees and the sodas. I've never seen her eat a full meal. My brother used to go to the flea market and get saltwater taffies when we got here in this
mm,
country. And he would get just saltwater taffies and just eat saltwater taffy
wow.
all day. And I really watched a lot of candy, a lot of sugar, a lot of sodas, a lot of everything. That's why in my household, we have one soda a month.
Mm,
We drink water. We do a lot of things differently. We go hiking, we go walking, we go running, we go exercising. I'm
They
very
don't talk about
mindful
the
because it
damage. They don't
terrified
talk
me.
about the damage of sodas doing what it's doing to your kidneys. They don't talk
Yeah.
about
oh
that.
yeah, that's
There's people who
They
horrible.
drink
just
sodas religiously. They'll drink soda before they drink a bottle of water.
yeah,
Hmm.
yep. They
Mhm.
prefer that actually.
And think just because it's a diet soda, that's even better.
Yeah. And my mother's kidneys shut down to where the end of her life, she left this world October 8th. At the end of her
Mm.
life, she was on dialysis. She's been on dialysis since 2010. So it's definitely a sad situation. And we
Mhm.
do have to always be mindful of our health. People always tell me I eat like a rabbit. My family's always told me that, but I've watched them eat too. And going into
Mhm.
dentistry, I watched a lot of people lose their teeth in my family. That's why I'm very big on my smile. I'm very big on my teeth and my hygiene and all the things that I do because I watch the opposite. And that's why I operate the way I do.
Right. I hate hearing when, especially men, it's just, I don't know what it is, but they say, for example, if I say to my boyfriend or a coworker, I say that, if you go to the doctor, do you see your doctor regularly? Oh no, they go there, they're just going to find something. I'm like, yeah,
Quick, yeah.
Mhm.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
they
Man, we
won't.
don't go to the
Yeah.
doctor till something fall off.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
you know,
exactly
my
what I
pinky
told
fell
him.
off. My pinky fell off today. I think I'm gonna go get checked.
She want a
Yes.
pine
And then
needle.
when
She
I
want a
told
pine
this
needle.
man
See if that
2
work
years
first.
ago to go to a doctor and get a normal, get something done, some blood work, just start seeing him as a new patient, just to get yourself in the system as having a healthcare provider. No, I'm good. I'm good. And now when I look at him, I say, now look at you. You're right.
Yeah.
I know I'm right, because when I keep telling my story. I did the same exact thing. I ignored it. You need to have an MRI, Lynn. You need it. Okay, I will. Work. Breast cancer, stage 3,
Mm.
diagnosed. I skipped 1 and 2. I was straight to stage 3 because I ignored it. And so many people not ignoring don't ignore the symptoms. Like, I'm glad you have that, the screenshot of all the symptoms of diabetes, and you got to be on point with your body, because nobody else will do it for you. Will not.
Well, let's go to that screenshot right quick.
Yes.
Look at it.
Well,
And the
that's
sad
just
part is, when my boyfriend had
Man,
increased
this
thirst, you
the
know what he
symptoms.
would do?
What's
He
that?
made a picture of Kool-Aid when
No, he
he was
didn't.
very, very thirsty. He made a picture of Kool-Aid. I'm so thirsty. I'm like, so why are you drinking Kool-Aid? Drink water. And that just made it
Yeah.
worse.
And you see, that's the first thing on there with the symptoms of diabetes:
Yep.
increase of thirst, slow healing cuts, fatigued all the time, blurry
Mhm.
vision, uh, frequent urination, unexplained weight loss. Like, this is severe, y'all. This is real. It's real
Yes,
out here, man.
it
And
is.
a lot of people don't talk about it, so we're talking about it. You know, it's like everybody knows somebody because it's so common. And what can we do to prevent it? This is the conversation that we need to have. How? Because I mean, I'm all about men and women's health, but I know too many people that are diabetic right now, and it's scary. I'm
Mhm.
afraid. I'm not gonna lie to you. What about you, Reese? What you got over there?
Well, I mean, we're talking about how can we prevent it, or
Yeah.
at least management, and treatment. We got dieting and exercising. We got to have that routine, that regular routine within our lives. That when we are taking care of ourselves, making sure we're drinking water, making sure we're monitoring the sweets that we're putting into our bodies.
Mhm.
If you have medication, making sure you're taking the medications that you need to take to help you control and monitor your condition. Make sure you're monitoring your blood and glucose levels regularly, so you know whether or not if you're even approaching the, the I guess the line, or approaching the condition of whether or not you can be across the line of being in the red, so that it's not like a regular condition of yours. You need to prevent it. It's a preventable situation. It's a preventable disease, but it just takes us being aware of it, and what could cause it, and taking the necessary steps that we need to take, so that um, it's not just a big part of our lives. Doesn't become an issue that is going to cause more harm than good later on in life. We
Thank
can learn from those around us, from the family and friends who are currently living with the condition, and just try to make sure that we don't follow in those particular footsteps. So
Yeah.
we need to raise the awareness, like, hey, make sure you're checking your levels, make sure you're checking your health, make sure stay on your P's and Q's, because when your health starts failing, I mean, it makes you feel older than what you really are. Once you
Yeah.
That's true.
have your aches and the pains, like aches and pains are going to happen, and then you just, on top of that, you put your health issues on top of natural aches and pains. You're going to start falling. How it's like a domino effect to the body. If you have one you leave one thing unchecked for a long time, other things are just going to follow right behind it.
Well,
True.
it leads up to the complications, right? And Dollface, you mentioned your mom foot. Well, right here in the complications, it says you're going to have foot problems, eye problems, nerve damage, heart disease, stroke, kidney damage. Like all this can occur, and it's scary. Like this is a real
Slow
thing.
healing
Like
sore. So if you notice you got like when we're younger, you get a scrape on you, it'll probably start healing within 3 days. But if you got diabetes and you get a scrape, it may be like 2 weeks. It's just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. End up being like a whole gash.
And look at your wrist, Reese. What do you have on your wrist?
Which wrist? This wrist.
Yeah. Reese has bracelets on his wrist. There's health bracelets that let paramedics and anybody who finds you collapse know that you are type 1 or type 2 diabetic. Let someone know what your situation is in case they need to give you orange juice to spike what's going on with you. So we need to be able to always be mindful that the moment that you're diagnosed, you need a bracelet, you need a necklace, you need something just in case you are found unconscious. My mother was on Greyhound unconscious for like a day. And no one knew what was going on because there was no bracelet, there was no necklace, there was nothing to let them know like what's going on with this woman. Just going to the hospital and to the emergency room by ambulance is not going to always let people know what they can do for you right now to save your life. We need to be able to let people know what's going on with us. I know we live in a very private society, but we need to be mindful to emergency standby and to the people who find you. This is what you can do to save my life.
Yes, amen. Thank you. You're so right. So true.
See,
You know
that's
how we
also-
laugh at the commercials with the life alert, but those things come in handy.
Yeah.
I mean, that also seems like we as a society, we as a community, we as humans, to be aware of those around us, whether we know them or not. Because if you are in an area and you just so happen to be on the subway or the trolley or the train or the bus, you see someone, they may look like they're just sleeping. They like that they're just sleeping in the back. It's nothing to go to them and just give them a quick shake. Hey, make sure they open their eyes, look at you. Hey, are you okay? You say, oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm saying, okay, just want to make sure, because they could be laying there for hours, and you don't even know if they even have life in their body.
There you go.
That's true.
So just be aware of others. No, don't be too hesitant.
Right.
Don't be too hesitant to check up on your fellow neighbor.
If I could get slightly political, I mean, if we just had our fruits and vegetables at a decent price and we can afford them, maybe we wouldn't be buying the fast
Talk
food.
about it, somebody.
Fast
Yeah.
food.
It's expensive to eat healthy. Like if you try to go the healthy route, if you're like, I'm going to cut all these sweets and sugars and this, that, and the other thing, and you try to go the healthy route, it's like so much more expensive. Like they make that route more expensive.
Well, because
So I
America's
think
making
to
more money
continue-
off of the obesity, the diabetes, the gout, being overweight. They're being able to bring
it all works
pharmacists
together
from India.
It
They're
all
being able
works
to bring
together.
people from outside the country to go to these hospitals and practice and do their clinicals and to take care of a fat world, to take care of an unhealthy, unfit world. You're going to make more money off of these countries. That's why these countries aren't asking us for money, because we're actually getting their physicians.
Right.
See, they're smart
It
girl.
all ties together. It all ties together.
It does.
So yeah, don't be too hesitant to check on your fellow neighbor, because we need to know. We need to make sure they put their eyes on you, huh? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just, I just work like 3 shifts. Let me just take a nap, So, all right, just want to make sure you're still breathing.
Exactly.
That's a good thing to do. It really is. And I don't think the person will get mad if you wake them up. At least they know you
But
had
hold
their
on, while we're
50%
speaking
off.
about waking them up, the chat real quiet.
Hey,
The
real.
chat real quiet. Can we check on the chat?
Oh, Big Rev said bring him
Let's
on.
check on the chat.
Please.
Big Rev want to come on. Come on,
Big
Big
Real
Rev.
talking about bring them
Please.
on. I'm gonna send you the link, Real.
Yeah, wait one, Rev. Coming through. Yes, yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Big Real in the building.
The thing we all know someone who is I don't, and I try not to use the word suffering, but living with
Hey.
What's happening? What's happening?
diabetes.
Big Real, what's going on?
What's going on, Big Rev? How you doing,
What's
sir?
up? What's going on? What's going on? Hello, 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 everyone.
Welcome with us. Welcome
Good
with
Good to
evening.
us.
see you.
See y'all as
All
well.
right.
Yeah, man. Now we're talking about diabetes. This is the National Awareness Month for it.
Oh yeah.
Talking about type 1 and type 2. If you know anybody, or pretty sure you know somebody that has it, or a relative might have it. You know, we're just
I know
talking
quite
about
a
it right
few.
now, and how can we prevent from having it also?
So, as y'all, some of y'all know, I've been in the healthcare field almost 20 years, so I see diabetes on a regular basis. I'm talking about people I know close and personal, people I encounter day in and day out. And I'm gonna tell y'all, diabetes ain't nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. It's something to definitely take serious if you got it. The one thing they don't tell y'all, it is actually you're gonna once you get it in your record, it's gonna always stay there, but it is reversible when you get like type 2. You can stop taking medicine, you can get your blood sugar in order, though you're gonna always have to get checked every few months just to make sure your what they call it A1C level. You're gonna have to make sure that's
Yes.
good and stuff like that. But you can get it actually under control. I done seen it happen, and I know it is a thing that can happen, but it takes strict, it actually takes it is a lifestyle adjustment to prevent it is the best, but that's we folks hard headed, so they want to eat what they want to eat and do what they want to do, and don't want the
Yeah,
consequences to
yeah.
come with that. But unfortunately, that's not how that works.
They're like, I'm just gonna eat this piece of cake and pray.
Basically, there you go, there you go, there you
Yeah.
go. You said it. That's the one.
Cake and
That's the
pray.
one.
Cake and
That's the one.
pray.
That's the
That
one.
has to be
That's the one.
Did you
All right.
That's the one. I'm gonna eat.
I'm
I'm
That's
done.
the one. That's the one. That's the one. He ain't lying.
That's it.
That's how that is how I hate to say it. That's how a lot of old
Dang.
black church folks actually think. I'm gonna eat this. I'm
That's
gonna
how
eat
it is.
these 2 fried pork chops, and I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna give it to the Lord right after. I'm gonna
So,
Right.
Rev,
I'm just
how
gonna
do you
pray about it.
feel about? I don't know if you've ever seen someone use someone else's insulin because they were too prideful to admit or even say that they have diabetes. It's do you know that pride is also a killer as
yes,
opposed to just the diabetes itself?
yes. Pride actually. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's why the Bible talk about pride going before a Holy Spirit. So
Mm,
yes, what you said, people don't want to drop the pride and they don't want to sit here and they don't want to go get seen for their health issues. Especially, I hate to say it, most of us as men, we don't like to go to the doctor's office. Let's just be real. Let's call it what it is.
understand.
We don't
Yeah.
like to go to the doctor's office. So we mess around here 4 5 years of stuff that could have been prevented within the first year if we just do our regular checkups.
Some of us are the same. It's not just men. Yeah,
I
it's
know,
it's
but
something.
I see.
It's fear. It's fear that
But that's what
makes
it
people
is.
feel like that. Yeah, pride and fear don't need to dance together because
They
once
don't.
they do, it's to the point where that person is like, you know what, I've been good. I'm just gonna exercise a little bit. You could be well past due that job. You could be well
Yes.
past due that sit up, or you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying. You could be
Turn
well
down
past
that
due
piece of
them
cake.
squats. Yeah. So we have to always be mindful that
Turn down the plate.
we have so much to live for. We have to do vision boards for ourselves. We have to be able to ask ourselves, what do we have to live for? Why am I
Mhm.
here? Why am I getting up every morning when that alarm clock goes off? Why am I going to bed at a decent hour when I know I got to get up? You wouldn't find that discipline if you didn't have something to
If
live
you didn't have
for.
something to do it for, yeah, that's what's gonna start you. And then motivation, I'm gonna just tell you, is overrated. That stuff don't exist. Discipline is what started, but you got to start off with having the motive. You got to start off with the motivation, like what Dogface is saying. You got to start off with that, but then you got to be disciplined every day to continue through with it.
To maintain it. Because it
Mhm.
takes discipline to maintain.
Right.
You know, motivation to start, discipline to maintain.
Exactly. There you go.
I like
But yeah,
that. Yeah.
And you know, starting is the hard
that
part.
is.
You know, starting's the hard part. So it's easier to eat that chocolate cake than it is to start.
And
You
it's
know,
That is.
German chocolate too,
Oh Lord, here
baby.
we go.
Baby, I
look,
get
let it be
it.
little
I'm
Debbie
right there
chocolate
with
cake.
you.
Oh my
I'm more of a
gosh, little
cheesecake
Debbie.
person, but however,
What?
yeah, I'm more of
Okay.
a cheesecake.
Have
But
you had the
however,
middle of the
You
German
eat too many of
chocolate?
them.
I don't even know what that is, but I
I
know
ain't
it
no,
do something
I
to
ain't no
me.
huge, chocolate cake person, to be honest.
Oh, that hurts.
But it ain't. I mean, that's just my taste buds. Like,
Reese, I know you ain't talking. There's candy in his bag right now. But I'm just saying to you, like,
I'm
I'm
literally
happy.
looking at a piece of
Right?
candy.
I
It
don't know what
peeks
you're talking
Nah,
about.
out.
he's right
That's
there.
Dang,
the
y'all
Some
put
beauty
from
of
this
bros
the
on
man got
top
right
like
here,
that?
right next
What
to
you
us.
talking
Come on.
about? What
Man
you
got a
talking
bag
about?
of candy right there.
You supposed
All
to be
right, you
looking
know
that
what?
way.
Y'all put
That way.
We know
y'all put bro
him.
out like that.
So how
Dang,
was
bro, they
everyone's Halloween then? How did everybody doing Halloween?
Ooh.
Did we
Yeah,
overload
Reese, how
on the
was
So
food?
Halloween? Did you take
Halloween
Alora's
was
candy?
So we
a
took the
sweet.
kids out. We took the kids out. Got a bunch of candy. Checked it all. Checked it
Yes,
all.
checked it
Ate it up. Ate
on.
most of it.
we ain't do
Spent
that.
all
We did a
free
little
That
over
ain't
bit.
here,
happen.
baby.
That ain't happened with us. We ain't do that. One, I had to work. Two, the thing I'm blessed with, my daughter don't like candy like that anyway. So
Oh, good,
Um,
good.
No.
I didn't eat up all the candy. I ate up all the candy.
you
I
ate
didn't eat up all
you
the
ate up
candy.
all the candy.
I
Wes, I know
definitely
you.
ate
I
up all
know
the
you
candy.
personally. You ate up all the
Yeah,
candy.
I
same.
definitely ate up all the.
The
You ate at
candy
least
corn wasn't
90%
safe
of
over
it.
Like, where
here.
my candy?
Where my candy?
You ate
I'm sorry. I
90%
don't
of it.
know,
I already
bro.
know that.
But yeah, but we need to yeah. We know that Halloween is gonna be that season, that holiday. Well, I want to say
Well,
holiday,
that whole season,
that
because you said it right. Because also, what else happened around this time of the month in October?
Yeah,
Candy corn come around.
and look, you got
Halloween
you
starts
got
it.
Valentine's Day too, because
Yeah, I love
Valentine's Day
candy
candy.
Yeah,
corn.
that's true.
Buy
I
chocolates
I
was.
and
used to. I actually
Halloween.
stopped eating it this year.
I believe he was talking about that big old turkey and all the extras around it.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
big old turkey day and
Oh,
all
you
the
talking about
extras
Thanksgiving?
around it. The
yeah. So do
dressings,
you
the
think
Thanksgiving.
mac and
families
cheese.
are at
That's
odds
diabetic
when a
holiday.
family member
Diabetic
has
holiday.
diabetes around
Yes,
Thanksgiving and they
yes,
want that pie, they
yes.
want that ham, you know what I mean? Like
That's
you could
going.
damn near get into an argument with a family
You ain't
member
lying. That's the
over a
spirit.
second
I
plate.
seen it. I've seen it
Yeah.
No,
before.
that happens. That absolutely happens. Cause see, one parent. So what happens is you always got that one person who then either wised up health wise or then this, and so they come around here, you see the yams, which is
Mm.
diabetes in itself.
Yeah,
Yes, love
You
the
see
yeah.
the
yams.
plus the dressing, and then all the cakes and
You better not
pies and
make a
stuff.
song about
Masego
ham.
already did it.
And then you got that one person who
Masego.
like I can't touch none of this. So now you trying that one person preaching to the whole family about why this is
Yeah.
bad. And you got them one folks like, nah, we still gonna do it. We don't care. Bring your own food or something like that. And then arguments happen because of that. That absolutely happens.
But do
Yep.
you feel
Yep.
like we should be mindful as families,
Yes.
especially African American families, to
Yes.
do the sugar-free
Sugar free ain't good either.
yams?
Sugar
It's
free
not?
ain't good either. No, sugar free is actually worse than sugar. Sugar
Thank you
free
for letting us
That's
contains
what I
know.
heard.
Y'all heard that,
sugar
Chat.
That's what I
sugar
heard too. I
free.
heard that.
Sugar free.
Actually, doing some research. I heard about that.
Sugar
Yeah.
free
Because that's
contains
actually just
something.
this replace it with sweetener, and that's is that are you going towards
It's
aspartame?
not just aspartame, sucralose too.
Oh,
Sucralose is
dang.
bad for your liver, and almost every sugar-free product got sucralose in it.
So they might be on to
Yes.
something when they're like, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. Not to say y'all are, because we're trying to make sure that we
Both
bring
is
the
bad.
awareness.
Both is
Yeah.
bad. But however, so what happens is this: especially for diabetics, and this is something every diabetic need to know. Them diet Coke y'all drinking, they worse. I know your blood sugar is getting controlled because that's the thing. They want to still drink. They want to just have a guilty pleasure. But your blood sugar might be getting controlled, but your kidneys and your liver and all that getting damaged in the process.
Still shutting down.
Right.
Yes.
So it's kind of like not necessarily regulating, but it's satisfying one area while destroying the other.
Exactly, and that's actually I'm gonna tell y'all this too. And I guess I'm not a doctor, so I guess disclaimer I'm not a licensed doctor, so I can't tell y'all to stop doing certain things. So please don't. But certain medication does that actually. Certain medication will control the primary issue and create a secondary issue along with it.
Mm.
Well, yeah, we already know that. That's called the side effects.
But no, I'm talking about
It's like
That little fast
I
talking at
want
the
to take this
end.
diabetic medicine, but it may cause saying fatigue,
well, no, no, I'm talking about even
urination, this,
worse. I'm
that, and
talking
the
about
other.
worse than that.
Death. I'm like,
I'm
wait
talking
a
about
minute,
like damage.
death.
So, like I was saying, like some of the medications, it actually control the stuff, but like it damaged like your kidneys and your liver and all of that in the process. That's why every couple of
Right,
months you
right.
got to get blood work done when your doctor's
Yeah,
supposed to run
right.
blood work and stuff. If you don't like high blood pressure, diabetes, they shouldn't just give you medication just because. They should actually be checking stuff to make sure that medicine is working and not killing other stuff in the process.
You're absolutely
Mm.
right. I was on a lot of medication, dealing with cancer. And so when they put me on one, they had to bring me in a couple months later to check to make sure this organ was good or the lining of this was good or your intestines of this was good because of that medication. You're absolutely right. So my
Mhm.
question is, I guess the best friend for diabetics is just plain old water, as far as drinking.
Yes, the
Mhm.
best thing is water for
Actually,
sure.
yeah,
That's the best
water.
thing,
Dilute,
period, for
Water is
everybody.
best.
Yeah,
dilute.
yeah.
The best thing is water. And you can even put like you can put fruit in your water. You can put lemon juice in your water. You
Yes,
can do all
yeah.
that right there.
I prefer the lemon
Lemon
juice.
juice is good
Yeah.
in some
I
water.
prefer the
And
lemon
lemon
juice.
juice is
It's
good.
really,
Lemon juice, I mean, y'all can research this,
it's good for everything
but it's
actually.
definitely
Like it
good for
builds your
lowering your
Yeah.
cholesterol.
metabolism up, everything. Like
And Dollface,
I
baby, you
just
could, because is your family's from Jamaica? Is that correct?
Yes.
Because
Hmm.
I've
Oh,
learned from a Jamaican that how cucumber, the benefits of cucumber. I knew
yep.
there was some, but I
Yes.
didn't know there
Hmm.
was so
Yes.
many.
Cucumber
Oh,
and lemon. And you want to put a
Yes.
little
cucumber.
bit of ginger in that thing. Yes.
Oh,
You
shit.
Yes.
do.
The Caribbean
We,
came all the way out just then. I heard it.
You do.
you know what I'm saying? Hey,
And that ting. There's a
that's a
drink
rare.
called ting.
That's a rare release right there when the Caribbean comes out.
But
Hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
I
that
rarely
doesn't
hear the
happen
Caribbean,
often.
so
Mm-mm.
Try to stay
you
as
don't
American
never
as
hear.
possible.
right.
You get
Why?
omitted on everything.
Well,
Right.
because
They
it
just
was
It's
it
cast
was
that
very
shit
crazy.
aside.
different. It
You
was
forget
very
she's an
different coming
island
here.
gal.
Like
You know.
just being here, it wasn't accepted at first. Like a lot of people, even in my mom's family, like it was just I don't know. Like it was
Wow.
It was
we look
different. It
black,
was
we're
different.
black. You know what I'm saying? And my mom's
Mhm.
from Pensacola, Florida, so
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Pensacola is very different,
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
yeah,
wow.
It
It
is
is.
It's a
definitely.
place.
You know,
It's a
it's
another
a
thing I've
place.
place
seen
on the
at
map.
family gatherings with the holidays and someone who's diabetic, and I've heard someone say, just one piece is not gonna hurt you, baby.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
That's
Yes.
the auntie
That's the
who not
one.
gonna be at the funeral.
That's the one. That's the
Yeah.
one. Not gonna be
And
there
then
because she
you're
probably
thinking,
put you there.
okay, you know what you're talking about. You're an adult. I respect you. I don't want to upset you. I'll have
Mm-hmm.
that one piece. Instead of just
No,
Mm-mm.
see, people got to stand on conviction with that one. That's the
exactly.
one because
So true.
that one piece might actually be the problem, and that's
Yeah.
where it always start with one. It always start with one.
Yes. My analogy of that is like
Better
giving
being
a
the nail
recovering
in the
alcoholic
coffin.
just one more drink. You good.
Yep.
You won't need it. You know, you'll be
One
all
more
right.
hit, just
Yep.
one hit.
Exactly. That's
That's
exactly what it
very
is. One more hit.
And
And
y'all
they're
know
all
sugar is
back
in
on
the
the
y'all know
freeway.
sugar's a drug too. That's why like you can get sugar
yeah.
addiction, and it's actually worse. The withdrawals are pretty bad when you go on sugar withdrawal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it.
You can actually,
I
Ooh,
actually
ooh,
believe that.
China. Yeah.
yeah,
ooh, ooh.
when you start to,
Withdraw from sugar. That's
yes,
a whole
I
nother.
can't.
that's the type bad
Once
stuff
you
right there.
start
But I can.
cussing early in the morning, I can't put no cream in my coffee. Oh, somebody ain't cussed
Oh,
out.
and see,
Yeah.
that's the thing. But
Somebody
what
getting
Wes
cussed
is
out.
saying is actually reality. Everything you get more irritable. You get more like in the first few days because
Moody.
your sugar level's trying to balance out. You know, you
Yeah.
was hyped up on all this sugar. Now you basically don't have it. Your body's in shock. So that's why I like what
Much.
Wes said is actually what a lot of people gonna happen. I can't have no cream in my sugar. Don't talk to me right now.
Right.
Mm.
So I ain't
So
gonna
do
talk to
you
you until I
feel
eat my
like
pancake.
I'm trying
sugar
to get
has the
pancakes.
equivalent
Pancake.
of the dopamine
Yes.
that people need to be happy,
Yes, sugar
to be
is one of those drugs.
satisfied?
That's why, like when
I can
you,
see
Mm.
that.
that's why you see when people go through stuff, they should say, especially not coming from anybody, but women specifically, I'll be like, let me go get some ice cream and eat the whole tub.
Look,
It's okay,
look,
Lynn.
look, look,
We're
look. You know about
okay.
that 600 pound, your 600 pound life.
Yes, I
Six
do know
When you
about
need,
twenty.
that.
Wait a minute.
Six
Hold on.
twenty.
when you need a quick pick me
When
up,
the
Yes,
last
you
time
go get that.
620? Lord,
You'll
but
get
that's but
that.
she
that's where
can't
they
even
come
get
from
through the
because all
Walmart,
that
bro.
sugar, all
Can't
that
even get through the
it's like
Walmart.
you
Just
get a high.
Right.
eat.
That is true. Dang, I never thought about it like that.
Hmm. And then that's
Good
just like, well,
God.
food is one of the things we turn to naturally for comfort. Like, I mean, one thing I used
Oh
to
yeah.
always say, nothing you can go through in life, that's some chicken wings can't cure. That's what I used to say back in the day. But then I said
Mm.
that ignorantly.
Mm. But then you had to think about your
Yeah,
health.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm sitting here going through it. After the chicken wings is gone, I still got to deal with the problem, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Now you got a new problem.
So
Exactly.
what about the because I know Lynn spoke about the enablers, like people feel bad, like they really do, because again, people get nasty. We got a lot of kids and their parents are diabetics and they're saying run to the store and get me a this. And then
Hmm.
the kid feels horrible because they're like, but if I come back without it, I don't know
It's
what
gonna be
the
a problem.
action gonna be like. You know what I mean? So
But that
that's
used to
what
be me
kind of
growing up.
scares me.
That used to be
Yeah.
me growing up. Me growing up. My grandmama had something going on, and this woman loved ice cream. I mean, that was her, like that's her weakness. That woman loves some ice cream, but she couldn't eat it. And
Yeah.
all the time, it's like I know this ain't good for me, but I want it anyway. Go make me a bowl of ice cream, please.
Say it. You just say it. I'm gonna acknowledge. I'm gonna acknowledge that this is not good for
But I
me.
want it anyway, so
But I'm
go make it
I'm
for me.
still gonna eat it anyway.
And then you like, and you a child, so you can't especially back in the day, kids now that's a different story now. But kids back in the day, you went ahead and did it just because you feared what was gonna happen if you didn't do it.
The
Right.
aftermath, yeah.
And also let's also be mindful that there are children who are diabetic because
Yes.
parents will just feed them junk. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just to kind of appease the child. They could be kicking and screaming, and they'll just give them whatever
what they want.
sweets that they want.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true.
they end up, developing diabetic habits, saying early in their lives, so before they
And
even turn
childhood
And
25,
diabetes is
30.
worse than adult diabetes,
yes,
is
yes,
what I'm
very much
told.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, very much
Right.
so.
it
Type
is.
type one
It's a
On a whole
whole
diabetes
different
nother
level.
show.
is one of them diabetes that you can't necessarily. I mean, you can always control everything, but that's one of them things apparently stay with you for like I'm talking about like you can't. Because
Like
type
once
2
it's
is
on you,
reversible, but type 1 apparently like that's just like because it starts so young, you pretty much just
Yeah.
gonna have that like you gonna have like you can have symptoms and side effects for life with that one.
Yeah.
you
Like
get
we
type
Well,
1
the
person.
type 1 diabetes, it's an autoimmune disorder where the body
Yes,
attacks the insulin,
attacks itself.
producing cells in the pancreas. So it's hard to beat that one. That is, it's
Yeah,
very
Oh
tough.
yeah,
It's gonna
once you
be
get the
you got to go on like a
autoimmune,
very strict diet. Well, I mean, all of it is pretty much like 90% of everything is diet. I'm gonna tell
yeah.
y'all that much right now. I can tell y'all
some type of diet.
some of the health issues we got also is spiritual, but I mean that's another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
I think some of it is
But it's
actually
a but it's
spiritual
a
That's a
based.
whole topic right
conversation.
there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what I do
I'm
appreciate
still gonna get
This
one,
man
man.
still ain't brought his hand.
about Lynn is we're all born with cancer cells. Cancer can say one to
Yep.
you. When it comes to diabetes, you got to earn that. And
you
if
gotta
you
earn
want
it.
to
Yep.
earn that,
You
then
gotta
that's
earn
that
that.
you gotta lose that. You get what
Uh,
I'm saying? The same way you can
Yep.
earn the check is you can quit the job. So when
Well,
it comes down to diabetes, it's type 1, it's type 2. They didn't say it's not curable. They just said
right.
you're gonna have to work extra
You
hard
have
to
to
be able
work
to get rid of
hard.
type 1.
right.
But
To
type
get rid of
both
it.
of them.
'Cause it's
But then
gonna get
all
on you
us,
and it's gonna jump on you, it's gonna stick.
especially as the black folks, all of us pretty much be born with our genetic makeup contains some of these things in there, especially if you
Hmm.
so if your mama daddy had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and all the other stuff, you have genetic markers that
Yeah,
tell you predisposed to it. But
Yep.
but that doesn't necessarily mean you got to unlock them. There are some things you could do that keep those genetic codes from getting unlocked, and that's
absolutely.
basically diet, exercise, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can read this. It's actually I learned this in actually a nutrition class several years ago because I thought once your parents had it, you were just gonna get it, and then research said otherwise.
Well, we appreciate being able to have your
Wow.
mind. Like
Yes.
we really, really do. When it comes down to just the knowledge, like we want to make sure that Tuesday is knowledgeable. Tuesday is a
Yes.
day where we can ask questions. We're learning. You and
Oh
Lynn
yeah.
teach us so much. Like every time y'all are here, we're like, okay, yeah, new person unlocked. Like we love to be able to unlock those layers, and we love that the chat is listening and they're able to learn just right with us. And if they have any questions, they know where to go. They know where to ask. They know that we're
Right.
gonna research and look everything up, and
Oh
we're
yeah.
we're learning as we go along. That's what
Oh
this
yeah. For
channel is
sure. For
for.
sure.
That's what we're doing, is we're learning as we go along. So we
Yeah.
appreciate everybody for teaching us and
Oh yeah.
showing us how to live a longer, healthier life.
Yep.
Indeed. That is so true.
Definitely.
And
And
I think a lot of people don't realize also you don't have to go to a doctor to check your own blood sugar. You can buy the little thing in that The
You can
monitor,
buy the monitor right at your house and
pharmacy
buy
can
it.
show you. They can probably
If
even
you don't,
prick you right then and there for free and just tell
Yeah,
you what your blood sugar is.
tell you what the
And
sugar is.
CVS
Same with
and
blood pressure.
Walmart will check you at no cost as well. We
Same with
Yeah.
have
blood
we
pressure.
have resources that are able to check you at no cost as well.
But
Yes.
I don't
Exactly.
always, I don't
No.
always trust some of them blood pressure checks though. I don't always trust it.
Okay.
I don't either.
That's just my personal opinion, but I don't always
Okay.
trust them.
I'm just saying they're there if you do trust them. You know, they're
Right,
there at the Walmarts, they're there at the
right.
even Publix has one now, by their pharmacy. So
Mhm.
there's places that will go and make sure that you at least say, hey, I have some concerns. And they will point you in the right direction if they don't have the direction in their location. Just remember that.
And I
Always
also
ask
want to
for
say
help.
this: vegan don't necessarily mean healthy either. I just want to put that out there.
Mm. Ooh, he taking
Vegan,
shots at
vegan,
somebody. Somebody got
vegan don't
shot.
necessarily vegan because vegan necessarily mean you're not eating animal products, but you can Oreos are actually vegan based.
Mm.
did you say Oreos are
I knew
vegan
he's
based?
Look at
Hmm.
him. You perked him up tonight because that's what's
But
sticking
that
out
You
of
don't
know what
his
I'm saying? Hey,
bag.
that don't
I
necessarily
mean,
mean, but that don't
it's
necessarily
got
mean it's
other
healthy.
things about it, but you know,
Yeah, but that
right? I get that. I'm
yeah,
just
but
saying. I
no,
try to stay away from Oreos because I know
that's
how
that's
I have
that's
much
a weakness of
Oreos.
mine. That's my weakness is Oreos. I
Oreo.
can sit down and eat
Yeah,
about
We
10 of them in
supposed to
one
be
swoop.
helping. We supposed to be helping the people.
we
Y'all
Oh,
not
are
helping the
talking
helping
people
about
by
is being
saying
Oreo
that
transparent.
cookies.
it's
Being
for
transparent.
I ain't
yourself.
talking about the double stuff or the vanilla or
Nobody
the.
said that.
Mm.
Nobody
No,
said
they
we just
call
said Oreos.
golden.
We
I know
literally
y'all
just
ain't
said
said it, but it was on my mind.
the thing about it, it's a weakness. But however, it's still not so
So,
vegan. All I said is vegan ain't necessary. Vegan itself is necessary, ain't necessarily healthy. Because people and them soy-based products and stuff, especially for like the men, y'all
Hold
wanna be
on. Talk
messing
to
with
me
that.
about the
I'm
soy-based
going.
products
I'm
because
going
that's
to the
just where I
gym
want
right
to.
after this, just because
No,
Same.
I'm thinking about
soy-based. So
Oreos. I'm going to the gym.
I'm gonna eat Oreos while I
Reese
jog
is
on the
going to the
treadmill.
store right after this.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna jog
y'all is
to the
silly.
store and give me a pack of
Y'all
Oreos.
silly. Don't eat the whole. Don't eat the whole pack, all right?
So
Nah, but
what's
I'm gonna
going
drink
on with
water with it
soy
though. I'm gonna
base
drink
though?
water.
So
Because
like
I
for
have
men,
went soy base on a lot of my products.
so soy research the soy. It's actually some of the stuff inside of soy is actually really not good for you. But just
Okay.
research about that soy. But it's not. It's really not good for men for sure because it raised estrogen levels and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
Definitely stay away from soy,
Yeah.
John.
Thank you for letting me
Definitely stay
know.
away from soy.
Stay
Mm,
away from the Zord.
yeah,
is
Stay away
it
from
there
Trying to
something called
increase our masculine
pescatarian?
Right.
destroy.
that's fish.
Yes,
You
fish
pretty much just eat
only,
Fish.
seafood.
So it's
seafood.
only
Seafood.
Yeah.
only
Seafood.
okay.
So
They
mainly
only
fish.
eat seafood and
Yeah,
vegetables.
but
I would be
mainly
great at that.
mainly fish though. But yeah, they eat because I had for a while I had a brother I used to go to church with. He was him and his wife was pescatarian, but but he's also Jamaican. So of course he would
Hmm.
eat rice and peas and stuff
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
while being pescatarian. So
Yeah.
Okay. So just they only have fish and but
fish and
no
seafood.
chicken, no beef, no pork, just
None of that.
No.
None of
Yeah,
that.
okay.
just straight scallops, fish,
Shrimp,
mainly fish.
lobster.
Like
Yeah,
Rev
but
said, like it's definitely gonna be fish. But
fish is gonna be
you
the
can
biggest thing.
incorporate your scallops, your clams, your octopus, your
You
squid.
can do like seafood boiling as
Yeah.
pescatarian. You can still eat them.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I
Mm.
want to make sure I understood that one because I've heard it a lot, but I just want to say, well, what is that? What is that?
I
So,
thought about it one time,
Mm,
but I think I like
so
chicken too
good.
much.
I
So
actually did
It's okay.
1 month of no meat, and I thought my thinking was so much clearer.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was strange. Of course, I
every
differ,
meal,
and
every
But
meal
then
if
don't
you
have to.
try it 1 month every year, meatless March. I do it every year. So
oh,
good.
okay,
Hmm.
Eating
I mean,
wow,
I do like even in that, I do
Meatless
salmon or something.
March.
I do like salmon. That's one of my favorite fishes.
me
Okay.
too. Yes, I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
try
I'm a
that.
tuna
Thank you,
guy.
Dolphins.
So
I'm gonna try
I like salmon too.
You're
meatless
salmon
March.
is
welcome.
good,
Salmon
and
is
you can do so much with salmon.
Yeah, you
it's got to
can.
be cooked right for me though. They got to be cooked right because I'm not a huge seafood person, but salmon and tuna, I'm good with
Hmm.
those.
But yeah, especially tuna
Yeah,
steaks.
yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, steaks. Come on,
Tuna steak. You ever had one?
So
tuna steak.
do we
I
think
didn't even know. I didn't know a tuna steak
Oh
existed.
yeah,
yes. Yeah, and
yes,
I
and
salmon
it is
don't
What
patties.
do
good.
we
Tuna
say,
And
steak.
Dollface? You got to
burgers.
get out there. You got
Oh,
to get out there and live. You got to get out.
Absolutely.
I was going to school to be a chef at one
miss.
time, so
I miss
Okay. So
that
you
meal.
really
tuna
belong in
steak.
this channel.
Does rice come with it?
You
Does
can
tuna
get
steak and rice? Is that what
I
it
mean, you
is?
could put rice in it, but I don't think they go. I
yeah.
don't necessarily think that go well together, though. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion. Like, I think with tuna steaks, I would eat like some asparagus or something like that. That's
I
like a
would say
vegetable now.
grilled asparagus,
With
yes,
some
And
olive
some
oil and
smoked
salt, pepper, and a
carrots.
little bit of lemon. Oh
and
God.
some grilled zucchini.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Bruh.
All right.
Don't forget the lemon.
I
Don't
just
forget
said.
the
I just
lemon
said
though.
lemon.
I know.
We
Don't
know you
forget it
said
though.
it, but we just don't want. We make sure you don't
Yeah.
forget it.
Don't forget the lemon.
Just because you said it.
Don't
So do
forget the
you
lemon.
think our
Yeah.
community, the older version of our community, the older era, really wasn't talking about diabetes because they
It
didn't
wasn't,
want anybody to get onto them,
No.
the
but they didn't
big
know.
mamas.
Big
No,
Mama
but they
knew.
knew they had something. They knew that their legs were swollen. They knew their feet were swollen. They knew that water retention means something's wrong.
Oh.
The older community just sat down in the kitchen, bring Big Mama a chair, as opposed
Mm-hmm.
to her stand up and
Standing
cook
up
how
here.
she been cooking. So it's ignoring the signs, and not
Yeah.
just ignoring
That
the
one.
signs, but
Yep.
everybody else enabling. Oh, she got to sit down. She got to cook for more people because Tyrone bringing his family. It was always the excuse we heard as the children to make us not concerned and make us not worry
Right.
about this person now not standing up and running around the kitchen like they did last year. Now they're stationary while they're making all this stuff, and the chairs moving all over the kitchen, playing musical chairs. Like
I
those
agree
are the
with that.
things we all witnessed, but we
Yeah.
never really knew.
Never really knew back then. Yeah, well, a lot of stuff, the older generation, I think they, because of the time eras they lived in, I think they just didn't know as much about, health and wellness. Plus, I mean, this what you gotta feed
Yeah.
multiple kids off of, certain things. You gotta get a meal on the table. So I think that's why Big Mom and them did that. And then getting
Hmm.
older, it's like I've been eating like this all my life. You telling me to try to change
Yeah.
up how I eat now? So I think there's a lot of resistance with that one as well. It's like don't know how to change what you so
Right.
accustomed to doing. And then
But do you agree that everything starts at home?
yes,
Being thrown the scraps. Like it's a lot of people who love oxtail. Oxtail
I
was our
love
big
oxtails.
that.
I
Oxtail was
love
our
oxtail.
Love
it was
oxtails.
our, how do you say,
I love
chitlins. It was the
oxtail.
Okay,
scraps
wait a
that
minute. No, no, no,
they
don't please
threw.
don't. Oh God.
And being
Chitlins and
honest, in
oxtails in the
Jamaica,
same.
Chitterling. Did you bring out the
oxtail in
chitterlings?
Jamaica, oxtail is a scrap. It was a scrap that was thrown. The
That became
tail
a
of the
delicacy.
ox, you
Oh,
know what I'm saying? But it's a delicacy to people who don't know the
Who
culture.
don't know the
Just like
culture.
chitlins, they not a delicacy, but there's something that people they were thrown. They
It
were
was
the
thrown
scraps.
during
Yeah,
slave time, and then basically
yeah,
we made it into a whole meal, and then even the slave owners ended up eating
yeah,
them and liking them.
yeah,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's
That's pretty much how a lot of our foods are
slavery.
that we know and love.
Yeah.
It,
Especially in church highs, especially
no,
in
you're
church
right.
highs. A lot of that
You're right.
food.
hmm,
Because that was what food brings comfort. So that's why it's called soul food. It brings comfort.
yeah,
But however, it brings
Mm,
comfort, but then it sits here and it can cause some issues down the line if you eat too much of it.
true.
yeah, shooting yourself with that needle ain't so
No,
comfortable.
that ain't that ain't where it's at either.
But it's also not just the
Exactly.
fact that it has such salty properties, it's the fact that we season it as well. So not only
Yeah.
does it have the fat with
Because it
salt
tastes so
inside
good,
of it,
we make
yeah,
what's bad taste
Tastes
good.
even better, yeah.
yeah.
And then
Hmm.
putting all that season, all that salt and stuff in it.
Wow.
You when you salt pork, it's like okay, you just you just doing a double.
You want to die. Yeah,
'Cause I mean,
because
pork
it's
itself is just naturally salty. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that is so. I did not know that about oxtail, Dollface.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
either. I didn't either.
yeah.
Because I promise you,
It was a scrap thrown. It was a
I used
scrap
to eat them
given,
two, three times a week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I
so
would
many
tear it
people
up.
like, but we didn't know either about the chitlins. People don't really broadcast chitlins. There's a lot of people who
Of
you
course they
ask
suck.
questions, but no, we didn't know. So like when I was in fifth grade, I think fourth or fifth grade, this girl should come to school and she was like, "Oh, my mom is making each flavor. What's your favorite flavor?" And I said, "Well, I like this flavor." Her mom made chitlins like they were chip flavors, and the school
What?
said
What?
she couldn't bring them into the school, but everybody could get their own bag, their own flavor. and each one like salt and vinegar, cheddar cheese, like all these things. And she was doing that with the chitlins for every request. It was crazy. And I didn't know what a chitlin was.
Wow.
And then when I had look it up, they
Wow.
were like, it's a scrap that they throw them. That is the intestine of the pig. So I was like, no thanks. No thank you.
Oh man.
Because it smells so
I
bad.
had
She
no
couldn't even
idea
make it at
that.
the
No
school.
idea.
Oh no, of course not. You somebody
I,
think somebody went to
I
the
had no
bathroom on the
idea
But we
that
subject.
didn't know what it
Cheddar
was.
cheese chitlin.
it always smelled the same.
I'm saying the
Right.
same thing.
Always
Listen,
so bad.
I've had chitlins twice where you did not smell any of that. There's only two people I trust to make them. When I used to eat them, it's only two
Yeah.
people I ever trust to make them. If they didn't make them, hang it up because I'd have tried it from other
Your,
folks
Yeah.
and Lord
your
have mercy.
grandmama, was it grandma and auntie? Was it
No
grandma and auntie?
in-laws.
Yeah.
It
Like
was an in-law.
when
Mhm.
I first worked at my uncle's ice cream truck, I didn't know that people crave pickle things. So I asked my uncle, I was like, all these women want pickled pig feet, they want pickled eggs, they want
Oh,
pickled
that's a
sausage,
delicacy
they
down
want
south.
I didn't know. So I was like, what's going on? And there was like these jars that looked like I was at an embalming station. Like it just looked like a funeral. It was crazy on the ice cream truck. And it was just a lot going on.
Pickle
And
pig
I
feet on ice.
realized like this is what people were ordering. Like, and I was like, what is this? Like what is this? What is people ordering with an
God.
ice cream? They're ordering pickled eggs and pickled pig feet, and it was a lot. It was a lot to
I feel
learn, a
like
lot
people just
to
eat the juice off of pickled pig feet because ain't nothing on pig feet. Like you got the little itty bitty meat between the toes. You supposed to
Toes
eat.
and the
It's
these
like that.
things.
It's like this
Toe
much.
jam.
Yep.
I don't even
They
know.
suck
Toe
the
jam.
bones and spit it out.
Soaking.
See, I never saw them eat
I
it.
never.
I just sold it. I didn't know what was
Okay,
going
I'm from
on.
Virginia. I'm from
Oh
Virginia,
my
so
god.
See,
yeah.
yeah.
The sound, yeah.
Somebody just take a
My
whole
grandma loves
hoof.
some chitlins. I mean not chitlins. No, she loved pig feet, and that's what
Yep.
she would do.
Pig
I've
feet.
had those when I was younger. My mom used to fry chitlins. Yeah.
What is with all these chitlins, man? What is
My
with these
mom,
chitlins?
my family in
Oh
Virginia,
my
we would
God.
barbecue pig
Okay.
feet.
Yeah.
Barbecue
Okay, I
chitlins.
seen that. I seen
Barbecue.
that.
I've heard of barbecue.
My uncle like barbecue pig feet.
Ugh.
My grandma let him have all that one year. He
But
made that. My grandma
I
let him
can't
take
do the
all.
pig.
The
I can't do the
feet.
feet of the
Not the
pigs.
feet.
I
But like
can't do
you
the
all was
feet.
saying, this all comes from our heritage. It comes from the days back in, how many years ago, decades
Whew.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what we're talking
that's
about.
actually where it come from. That's where it come
Exactly.
from.
Yeah.
But
And
with
it
Jamaica,
kept on
it's
going. And it ended up
And
nobody
then
wants
yeah.
nobody wants to talk about that because it's become such a delicacy. It's become such a let me get oxtails running out, da da da
well,
da.
see,
Like,
oxtail's good though. I don't know
yeah,
about
they're
chitlins
great.
though.
They are
Chitlins.
Well,
great.
that sounds like a biased little
But you
rebuttal
also
right
gotta
there.
think
I
about
know,
it.
right?
That was a
It's
biased
it's more
rebuttal.
meat, right?
Oxtails is good.
But it is good.
It's more
Exactly.
meat
Man, it
because
is.
But
you got to obviously do more, you know what I'm saying? So you have to feed more people.
Thank
There's
you.
more
welcome to the Big
in
Fat
those
Community.
cultures, there's more
Welcome to the
people
Big
to
Fat Community.
feed. So yeah, people don't want to talk about things like that. They don't. There's a lot of things in Jamaica people don't want to talk about because it brings shame upon the culture. And
So the
even
stuff
the
that
things
we
we
go ahead,
Mhm.
go
No,
ahead.
I
Actually,
say even the things that we spoke about during the hurricane, those are things that they're not being broadcast. Like it takes for
I got a
someone
friend in
outside
Jamaica
of the
that said
country
that.
to come over there and be like, let's film this, let's take a photo of this, let's make a documentary of this because this is what's going on. Oh,
I
somebody
got
just
a
hey to you.
yeah.
John Diggins, what's going on, bro?
I got a friend in Jamaica that said the same thing. Basically, like, and a lot of us have turned. It's like we turned a blind eye to what's going on in Jamaica, in the
Because it's a
states.
tourist attraction.
Yeah, it's like yeah, we turned a blind eye to that, and that's a shame.
But we also turn a blind eye when we come here. Like we turn a blind eye because everybody's family is not how our family is. I
Well,
watch
that's
people here and I'm like, oh, the homeless person wants some. Oh, that's my sister. Excuse
Mm.
me. Oh, I don't help her. I wouldn't help that B. I wouldn't help that so and so. We can't do that. Do you know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like we can't do that. We can't. What do you mean? We can't do that. Over here, you can put your mama out your house. You can put your sister out your house. You can say, I don't care where you effing go and them kids. Like you can do that. And that's okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Because she tried you or she disrespected you. Do you know how much stuff we hear? Do you know how much stuff we see? But we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's different. What they say? I ate too
ate
much.
ate too much coming back from the gym.
Mm,
Oh, what did he eat?
Okay, okay.
go
Did he
back.
have chitlins? Did
Oh,
he
wait a
have a
minute. I
Snickers?
think he said it was a typo,
Oh,
y'all. I think he
Oh,
said ain't too much.
no,
Ain't
Lord.
too much just coming back from the gym. Yeah, man, got to get that workout session in,
Yeah,
man. I try to stress
4 days a
about it,
week.
especially on
4 days a
Tuesdays,
week.
man and women's health, man. We have 4 or 5 days a week. Make
Mm-hmm.
sure you're doing workouts. At least, if you can't hit the gym, make sure you're at least jogging around the neighborhood.
In your house,
Men do about 50 to 100 push-ups at the house. You know what I mean? Just try to keep
something,
yourself
Yeah.
regulated.
something.
Like Reese said earlier,
Because you are.
just stay motivated, stay passionate about it. Like I'm all for the gym.
Me
And
too.
I
don't
got
be
that gym
afraid
life.
of that speed
I'm
jump
about
rope.
the
You
gym
could do
life.
that speed jump rope, 150 jumps. Do it with your Apple Watch or your Android watch. Make sure you see how many calories you do. Once you finish and you see those calories, do another 150 jumps. That's your workout for a
That's your
full
workout.
day.
Yes,
Like you can sit
yes.
in and do
Let's
stuff like
burn
that.
them calories. That's what counts. Burn them
Burn
calories.
calories. Like all
Mm,
you need is a 4x4 space. Then you can work
that's
out.
it.
You don't need a lot. You just need your body and a 4x4 space.
Hmm.
I
That's
mean, I
real.
will tell
That's
y'all this.
real.
I am a personal trainer, so if anybody looking to get started, but however,
Can I ask you a question? Why is the other two packs so hard to receive out of the six?
that's
Where
doggone
they
diet.
at?
That's diet, and then that's just
It's all
that's
about your setup. It's all about what you're doing with your
yeah, that's
sit-ups.
just the diet.
So like
But it ain't just sit ups. Actually, abs are not just abs. Sit ups is actually my controversial take. Sit ups is overrated. It's other core workout that can get you
Yeah.
better stuff than sit ups. Sit ups hurt
Okay.
your back. Sit ups hurt your back long run.
yeah.
I had
Hold
to
on.
get
John
started.
Dinkins just said some stomach planks right there.
Okay.
Boom.
Planks is
There it
way
is
better
right there.
than crunches in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Sauna.
Because I
plank
just
Crunches
is
got
that
tell
its
one?
place.
people that
Oh,
my
plank,
other
is that
two
when you
abs
like
are
this on the floor? You
downloading.
stay like
Yeah,
that?
when you
Oh,
hold
what's your
yourself,
diet
Yeah.
like?
that
What's your
core
diet
right
like?
there.
What's your diet like?
Hmm?
What's
No,
your
I
diet
tell
like?
other people, I tell people that my other two abs are downloading.
I
Like
know. I'm saying,
they're
but what you? I'm saying,
they're downloading.
what's your diet like? Because abs made in the
Oh,
kitchen.
I'm like,
so
abs. What's
okay.
that?
So I do eat throughout the day, like definitely snack
Oh,
three
that's
times
what
throughout the day. I do
that's
eat
funny.
one big meal before 7. I went to a Jamaican restaurant today, so good. So yes, I
That's why
do
you.
stay. Hmm?
That's why your abs ain't showing. Go ahead.
The
Go
Jamaican
ahead.
food?
No, not just that. She eat one big meal a day and snack throughout the day.
No, I
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about meals. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they're boiled eggs,
Okay.
grapefruit. Do you get what I'm saying? I call
Okay.
those snack because they're not food. You know what I'm saying? So grapefruit, boiled eggs, that meal before 7,
So
then that
that's
hour workout.
okay.
I
So
think that's pretty good.
that's not horrible, but it's not great either. That's actually not. You want to get your proteins. You want to get at least 20, 30 grams of protein every meal. That'll
Okay.
actually start helping. When you lift heavy, people don't know this. Lifting heavy, prioritizing your protein, caloric deficit, those things right there will start losing the weight, and then that'll help your stomach start coming a little more.
Okay. Just need those other two. Who is
Mm-hmm.
this? This day.
And then
So
some stuff, like
genetics,
you were saying,
yeah.
some stuff is genetic, but
Mhm.
genetics can also be challenged to a degree. To a
Okay.
degree. To a
John
degree.
Dinkins
Okay.
has
To a
been at
degree.
it since he was 15, 43 now.
43
Okay,
now.
okay.
Okay. So
Mhm.
Okay.
And then the thing about it is
Bedside
you just want to
and
sit here and
also
also make sure you
genetics.
got a strong core. I mean, unle- abs is good to have. I mean, mine finally coming back.
Hmm.
Mine are coming back. But even so, you still just want to make sure that your core, if your core is strong, that's what's more important.
indeed,
Okay.
Because
you can take those
I'm
those
core
Tyson,
as you
interested.
getting older.
take those Tyson punches
I can't
to
go
get
off
more
Well, of
genetics
course,
muscle.
because
it's
baby.
all about your diet, supplements.
You
It's
mean
not
go?
It literally is diet. That 80% of
too
fitness
long.
is diet. You got actually
Yeah.
it's rest, diet, and exercise. Exercise is
I
last
can
out of the three.
truly say I don't sleep. That is a big problem for me.
That's
Like I'm
another
not
reason
a
why.
sleeper.
That's
Yeah,
another reason why.
that's why
Because
they
your
in my
body
dreams.
heals
Them
while you
two
sleep.
abs are in
Yes.
my
Your body
dreams.
heals.
I know
Yeah, it
this.
does. It really does.
The body, yeah, the
Dang.
body gets
So
stronger when you
and
sleep.
also Dollface, you mentioned, I mean, and just in general, exercise in general. So you're
Hmm.
trying to get the formation of your core, intact. Isn't that like that's a tone? Isn't that a toning
Yeah,
process? Isn't
Yeah.
that's more of a
yeah,
toning process
yeah.
using lightweight but lots of
Lots of
reps,
reps. Yep.
as opposed to
True, true,
heavyweight and
true.
low
That's
reps.
all true. What
So
Reese
you'll
said is
just
correct.
need to you'll need to do more toning exercises and not so much heavyweight
and do some more.
Because I
Well,
be trying to go Hulk smash. I try to go heavy.
both work. Both work because heavy lifting can also take off some stuff too. Both work. Both in combination with each other. Because you already, if you eating lower, then you doing that is fine. Because that's actually body composition over weight loss. What I tell everybody, focus on that more than anything. Body
Okay, and I
composition is
love
better.
running. I love walking. I hike with my daughter, so it's like yeah, I go for the walks with my son. So it's like I like exercise. I like movement.
Yeah,
So
as you should. What John Higgins is saying is actually true too. It's really all about what you eat. Like that's the biggest thing is diet, sleep, nutrition, exercise.
Facts, big facts.
And if you ain't resting, you defeating yourself right naturally. If you're not getting the rest, you defeating yourself.
you're
That's the
right.
most because as Reese said, you're not sitting here, your
Um,
body not healing.
it's it's been a
All
really,
right.
really great
Yeah.
show tonight,
We
y'all.
about to
Thank
Like we talking
you.
about
It has.
diabetes. We talking about going to Thailand. You know,
Oh Lord.
you can find
Mhm.
LTC Land in the descriptions. She got the best deals.
call in and book the win.
I'm telling you.
I love
Yes.
that.
I like
I
that. I
love
like that.
it.
I like that.
Yes.
I
Real
like
Yes.
that.
talk. Real talk. Hit up Big Rev. Hit him up on FB. You know, he the personal trainer. You trying to get that washboard stomach. You know what I
Washboard
mean?
abs, okay.
I'm just trying to get a stomach.
Appreciate Big Rev for letting me.
Yeah. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
I mean, let me know.
Twist, anything.
So you get all that going on.
Get all that going.
Yeah.
Get
You know,
Water
snatched.
one more
retention.
comment before we get up out of here. Hold on. What John Dinkins said. He said problem.
It's a protein.
Protein.
Protein,
Okay.
yep.
Hold on. Protein is the key. Also
Right.
vegetables. Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Try to cut
Prioritize that.
bread.
You
Yeah.
said drink lemon juice
Yeah,
and
drink
lime
lemon
juice every
juice,
morning.
lime
Oh,
juice, yeah.
okay.
And
Okay.
one thing about it,
Yeah.
prepare to be in the bathroom a
Break
lot,
down
because that's
the
what's gonna happen.
That's okay.
So
You
true.
Ain't
gotta
nothing
get
wrong
that
with
out of
that, man.
you.
You got to get it out you
It's
anyway.
flushing
Man.
it, flushing
Don't
your
need to be
kidneys
there.
out, you know. and
Flushing all that
whatever,
inflammation. That's flushing all that inflammation out your body.
You know,
Inflammation.
it's so funny because I lost weight when I was walking around in Ireland, and when I got back, I gained because all I did was walk. Because in other countries, all of their community, their shops, wherever they need to go to, is walkable. But here in the
Mhm.
U.S., it's drivable.
Right.
You
And
gotta
then the
have
food
a
is
car.
different. The food in some other countries are cleaner than what we got in America.
Exactly.
Of course.
Exactly.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like you can
A lot
sit
of
here and you
our,
can eat
we
so
already know
much.
our
You
ingredients.
could eat so much in other countries and not feel bloated. You eat here in America.
But that's by design, though.
Mhm.
So true.
Yes.
That's by design, though. So we're gonna. But that's a whole other topic.
For another
on a
night,
whole
yep.
another day. We
Yep.
probably ran about that on
Yep,
a Thursday. Ran
well,
about that on a Thursday. How to
Hey,
keep portioning our foods
Thursday,
and
it
keep the
goes
cycle
down
going.
on Thursday.
So on Thursday we're gonna. Oh, see, I was gonna say, saying now. That's why I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, so yeah, check us out Thursday. We're gonna have to wrap it up today. We appreciate everybody, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening, this Tuesday evening. Please be aware of your health all around, mental health,
Yes.
spiritual health, your core health,
Yes.
emotional health, all around.
Financial
Be
health.
aware of your health. And this month,
Financial.
exactly, this month,
Take care of your
Sure.
temple. You only got one.
only got
So
one
serious.
until you come back and get a different one. But take care of the one you got.
Yep.
Rabbit hole.
Love y'all, man.
Thank
So
you
yes,
so much.
everyone, make sure you subscribe. Look, we don't be saying enough. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share, comment, and join
Become a
us
member.
Thursday.
Become a member.
Yes, become a member.
Follow us on our
Follow us
Patreon.
on all our social media.
Yeah,
So you got to
social media.
book Lynn for
For
the
the
win.
For the
win.
win.
And then Big Rev if you're feeling a little heavy.
Ooh,
All
I
right.
love
I like
it.
that.
Okay.
That was-
Yes.
I like that. Bet.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All
So
right.
thank y'all
Thank
very
y'all.
much for tuning in with us. Everyone in the chat, we appreciate y'all for being with us. Check us out Thursday. Okay, we'll be discussing more topics that you definitely want to join us and participate within the discussion. So we love you. We thank you. Everyone have a great night. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Yeah.